Boom,
Okay.
boom. Oh my goodness. We're back, and I have a custom background that's not a friggin' Iceland,
It's November.
a hippopotamus Iceland. Yeah, it's the 2nd of November.
How is this possible? The year is flying by.
It already flew by. It's over already.
Aren't we almost at the exact 2-year mark of the consoles?
Yeah, wasn't it the 15th or something? 22nd?
November 12th. So not next week. Yeah, next week will be the week. Next Saturday will be 2
It
years.
feels like this gen hasn't even started.
Because it hasn't. It's all remakes and demakes and
I'm
VR
flashing back
makes.
to a 2013 show where we said the same thing about, the PS4 and the Xbox One,
Yeah, because you have the hard drive. That's right.
So it's like you kind of hear like a lot of the similar stuff where we discuss some of the mistakes that are repeated constantly, and I don't even know where you want to start with this.
First off, hello and welcome to Game Complainers, episode 464. I was very.
Host Anthony.
And Frank.
I was very. Yo, quick shout out and a quick fuck you to AEW. Hey, you guys really destroyed your fucking company, dude. Some finger poke of doom shit that they pulled tonight. I didn't watch it because I don't watch anymore, but I heard about this on Twitter, and it's like, dude, they destroyed whatever they had. And I hope that hockey fan is here, or I hope he watches this, and I hope that my guy, Romeo Productions, who was on the show with us a couple months ago when the whole Punk thing happened. I hope these guys listen to this because, this is it, man. It's over. The shit that they pulled tonight shows you that the elite is in charge and that don't even bother coming to AEW. It's like the NWO when Bret Hart came in. They were never going to use Bret Hart. They just grabbed him to grab him. At the end of the day, the NWO was running the show.
Was that around 2000?
Bret came in 90. He didn't come in 97. Well, I think he came in. Yeah, he did come in at the last month because he was the referee at the pay-per-view. But yeah, he came in. Everyone's like, yeah, Bret's he's gonna be a big player here, blah blah blah. Hogan kept him under his thumb. They're like, yeah, he's with the NWO, but he wasn't with the NWO. And then it got to the point where they didn't even use Bret. Then when Bischoff got fired, Russo started using Bret because Hogan and NWO guys didn't want to work there under Russo. But the point is that like they had their clique, the NWO, and they didn't want the new guys coming in. Excuse me.
Almost like the same thing's happening.
It's the same thing with the Elite. You got CM Punk coming in. What was going to happen? CM Punk was with FTR, the guys who they were burying. And guess what? CM Punk's gone, and guess what? FTR hasn't really been used. Hogan never liked Bret to begin with. Yeah, we know that. But that's the whole point, Eli. The NWO kept all these guys under their thumb until the company imploded, and there you go. So this is the same thing.
2001 when they stopped?
Well, the finger poke of doom was January of 1999. And that was a ha-ha on the dirt sheets. And the audience, because it was going to be Hogan versus Nash. Hogan was coming out of retirement. Hogan gets in the ring, he goes, Nash falls down. Hogan's like, he pins him, wins the world title. Nash gets up and they're like, yeah, we fooled everybody. We're all friends now. And they're all hugging each other. You got all the NWO guys running out. And they all get in the ring like they're going to beat them up. And they're like, oh, we showed everybody. And then Goldberg runs out. They beat the fuck out of Goldberg. They spray paint him. They look at the camera and go, "Oh, deja vu." And I'm like, "Yeah, the company's dead, guys. You just told everyone who's in charge." And guess what? 2 years later, they were dead. And by the way, right after that finger poke of doom, that's when they started sending people home.
Like, who thought that you would just end it with an eye poke? Like,
No, it was a finger poke right to the chest. Hogan goes like this, and Nash goes, "Ow!" Like he was
I
shot.
think I've seen that before.
what the fuck?
Look it up real quick. Type in WCW finger poke of doom. Because you saw that tonight. The Elite told everybody, like, yo, we run the show. And this is what we're doing. And Jericho, who knows better, is allowing that to go down. So he's just taking Tony Khan's money, dude. This is like a Hogan Dixie Carter shit. Like Jericho's kissing it. We all know Jericho always kissed ass. Did you see that?
Well, I love before I because it's of course it's a 10-minute video right here. I gotta fast forward it.
Just fast forward.
Let's see here. I see them all coming out to the ring.
Took him longer to get in the ring.
I know, right? I was gonna say, what the fuck?
Well, everyone in the audience was like, "Wait a minute, we paid to see a match."
So they screwed over the fans and they got pissed.
They screwed everybody over, and they were laughing about it.
It's at 5.5.
They're like, "Isn't this the greatest thing that ever happened to wrestling?" And we're like, "No."
They're
like,
working the crowd for that long.
He just went.
Hogan even has the balls to go like this, like,
yeah. So dumb. Just saw it.
Oh my!
what just happened? What's up? So we got Trainwreck in the chat. We got Eli in the chat. We got Jesus in the chat. We got RWK88 in the chat, which I got to mail your stuff tomorrow. I'm mailing you extra goodies. That's why I delayed it one day.
The dude's face in the crowd that I see just after the like the hand goes down for the third time, he's like what did I just watch?
Is that Scott Steiner that came out?
What just happened in the chat room? Yes, you have Scott Steiner that just came out.
And there's Goldberg.
I can't believe that they just shat in the fans like that.
And that's what AEW did tonight.
I love the description too. It says, killing WCW in one of the biggest misconceptions that has plagued the IWC for years. It wasn't until the second quarter of '99 that WCW was in full business collapse mode and never recovered.
That was January of '99, by the way. So it wasn't even the second
It's like
quarter
they're
of
spraying him
99.
with. It's like they're spraying him with ketchup. He's in like red paint.
Well, no,
we're
he has
gonna-
a whole description here that says like this is in January or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like a whole. This guy wrote a novel in the description, but I guess it's just to give context for like what it did. And I love this guy. He says, "Say what you want about the poke, but it was probably the most technical wrestling move Hogan ever successfully completed."
So we're gonna get off the wrestling talk in a minute, but I just have to say this: like AEW blew it.
Wow.
They had Colt Cabana in the main event tonight as a fuck you to CM Punk, and I'm like, what are you guys doing?
So they pretty much just gave everyone the finger tonight, basically. Is
They
what you're
gave
saying.
everybody. They basically, if you're a fan of AEW, they told you to open your mouth, and they took a huge buffalo diarrhea dump in your mouth.
Yeah.
They just shit in the fan's face.
So what they do? They gave someone else the title.
No, they had Colt Cabana in the main event tonight. The guy that CM Punk had a problem with.
That was the whole thing. That
So here's the
sparked
thing, really
thing.
quick, like the whole CM Punk thing. Tony Khan wanted to get rid of Colt Cabana and a couple of the Dark Order guys last year or whatever. That somehow translated to CM Punk wanted Colt Cabana fired. That became a rumor in the locker room. To the point where the guys were calling out CM Punk on live TV. And he's like, why are they calling me out for this? I have nothing to do with this shit. Which drove him to the point where he went on that press conference and said, yo, I don't know who's telling you this shit, but fuck you all.
Yeah, that's when he did the shoot.
That's
That
when he
was
did
it.
the shoot, and everyone's like, oh, he's mental. He's crazy. He's got mental problems. So they put the blame on this guy, and this guy's like, yo, I'm just coming to work, and I'm getting blamed for shit. And he's telling everybody in the room because they're all the people that are reporting this on the internet.
Yeah,
He goes,
and he's
yo,
like,
I
dude,
had
I've been
nothing to do
injured.
with it.
Yeah, like I was injured. I just came back. Like all this shit's being said about me. Like what the fuck?
And
Like,
the internet hates him now because they've already brainwashed the internet.
yeah, like you can't stick up for yourself. So there's that.
No, because in 2022, Anthony, if you stick up for yourself, you're a pussy. If you don't stick up for yourself, you're a pussy.
Like you can't win.
But back in the day when we were kids, it was if you don't stick up for yourself, you're a pussy. If you stick up for yourself, you're sticking up for yourself.
Yeah.
But everyone likes to make fun of people and do stupid shit today, so
Yeah.
everyone likes to be the negative person on the internet.
Yep. They want to
So,
chop
ooh,
everyone down.
Ooh, fucking Punk deserved it. He didn't deserve nothing. The guy went to work and he's getting blamed for shit. What if you went to work and everyone's like, hey, you know, Anthony, you got this guy fired the other day. And you're like, yo, I just went home and went to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, they're all saying, all the managers said that you got this guy fired.
And be like, yo.
And then everyone you worked with was like, you know what, Anthony, I don't want to fucking work with you. You're a piece of shit. You got this guy fired. And you're like, I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're mental, Anthony. You're lashing out on everybody when you're just telling people you had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you try to stand your ground, and it's like, you know,
You're the crazy. They literally turn perception into him being the crazy guy.
right. And then we found out more what happened backstage as the time went on, and then it's like then the whole thing comes out.
Well, the
and then it's like,
investigation's
okay.
over, and they concluded that Tony Khan's boyfriends are in the clear. So there you go.
I can't believe people would even believe.
So now
that
they got
Punk
rid
would
of
care
their
about
top
Hulkamania.
guy, the guy that made them their first $1 million gate, and replaced them with a guy that can't even draw them $100 fucking dollars. So
Yeah, good luck with that one.
good fucking luck. AEW 2000. Oh, and they brought Jeff Jarrett in tonight too. So it's definitely WCW 2000 all over again.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
He's gonna finally sell some guitars.
So you could get Ric Flair and Sting on the final Dynamite at some point. Just bring Flair in. You might as well. You got Sting.
Yeah, he's not done. He's gonna do some more matches.
All right. We had 20 people in here. Now we're down to like 8. So they heard AEW and they were like, fuck this shit. We hate AEW. So they proved that WWE is the be-all, end-all, even though WWE sucks. WWE financials, they were really good. Nah, that doesn't mean nothing. They've been doing... Their financials have been awesome the last 20 years, and the company sucked. Them making money has nothing to do with what they're doing on TV. They're making a ton of money off international deals, which is good. The company can thrive financially. But that's why they've been giving people a shitty product, because they don't care. They're making money anyway. But now that Vince McMahon's out of there, he was cleared today, so hey, he might come back. They're saying, oh no, that doesn't mean he's going to come back. No, it means he might come back.
That was so fast.
The investigation's over, and he's agreed to pay the $20 million it costs to do the investigation. And he said, no, it's only fair that I pay for it. Because he's going to come back.
Well, and they can bury it and say, oh, the investigation cost this much, but really he's just paying back the money.
No, they can't do that. He's just going to pay the investigation and come back.
Yeah.
So all these guys, wrestling's just doomed. AEW, they were like, they came in, the fans at WWE ran off like me. It was perfect. And then they got the wrong people in place. And there you are. And that's the end of AEW. All right, well, AEW, rest in peace. Or rest in hell. I don't even know what the hell to say. Like my little flash drive that I broke the other day.
Oh, yeah.
They could join the flash drive. You had the top guy and you let him go. For guys that can't even draw a fucking ham sandwich. So there you go. Bravo. Bravo. You realize everyone's going to know they're a joke tonight, right? Everybody in WWE who was going to go.
Oh, yeah.
They're probably like, you know what? If that's the shit that they're going to pull, I'm going to stay here.
Yeah, let me just stay where I'm at. Yeah.
And who's to say it can't
At
happen
least
to
I know
you?
these people. That's what they're all going to be thinking.
Yeah, what if you're like a mid-carder, you go over there, who's to say they don't find something wrong with you and just throw you at, let's do the same exact thing?
What if you're a top guy?
That too. There's no like.
They had the biggest top guy in the
order.
last 10 years. And they kicked him right out. I guess you can pun intend super kicked him right out.
Yeah.
You fucks. All right. Well, my time with wrestling has come to an end. So fuck Tony Khan, fuck AEW, fuck the Young Bucks, fuck the Elite, fuck the Hangman, fuck all these fucking guys. And salute to fucking 20 years of wrestling down the toilet. All right, let's get to games, because that's what we're here for today, right? I just wanted to get my little AEW rant out.
It's all right. It was all fresh, so it's understandable.
Is Jim Ryan booking AEW?
Yes.
I guess. Yeah, because this guy's going fucking crazy.
Dude, he's gone beyond crazy, okay? He must be snorting that fucking coke with Tony Khan.
How long has Jim Ryan been with Sony?
They're snorting cocaine out of a male hooker's ass. Okay? Together. TK said, hey, Jim Ryan, why don't you fly down to Jaguar Stadium? We'll snort this coke out of this dude's ass.
It was 2019. He became CEO.
2019, he became CEO.
We got the member of the channel here, Liquor Sandwich. How you doing, buddy?
Thanks for
We
being a
got
member.
Trainwreck. We got Kama here with the $19.99 super chat.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Hi, Perry. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Frank. You guys are awesome. I got off work extra early tonight, so since I drove 30 miles from 4:30 to 6:30, I made another big burger after I made an avocado and pepper jack burger, 3-bun style like Mickey D's.
Damn, he's
Damn.
snapping with the
Yeah.
food.
Did you get the McRib? Because they're lying to people and telling people they're never
I
going to bring
did.
it back.
I got it.
I was gonna say, haven't they brought it back? And they keep saying they never.
Now
bring it
they're
back,
saying
but
that they're
it
not
comes
going to
up-
ever bring it back after this run. And I'm like, that's bullshit, dude.
So this could be the final run.
Yo, they got like 50 fucking chicken sandwiches there. You think they would just put the McRib on the menu?
Yeah, what's the problem with keeping it? Is it really that like big of a deal to like?
There's a chip
have that on the
shortage,
menu?
Anthony. Come on.
Yeah,
Because
it's a McRib shortage. Yeah.
The McRib is like silicone, so you get sick if you eat it. But how do they?
Big
Well, they
burger.
should bring the fillet of fish back seasonally and give us the McRib all year long. Like that's more.
They can't do
popular.
that because some people can't eat meat.
Oh right, you're right.
But
How
I'd
does it
like,
sense
some
the
people
permanent?
can eat meat and they'd like the McRib. You know, Burger King is really missing out. They should make their own McRib.
What would
They
they
should.
call it? The Rib King.
The King Rib.
King
oh,
Rib.
King Rib. Oh my gosh.
The Rib King.
Yeah. They could go head to head.
I'm ready to go back to construction. The hours suck at blowjob. Whoa.
Oh damn. That sucks,
This is what
man.
this guy's writing in the chat room. I'm only reading what he wrote.
I would assume they would suck at a place like that.
We got Trainwreck in here. We got the member of the channel, Liquor Sandwich, Damian Poe. What just happened was in here. RWK's in here. Eli's in here.
Holy moly.
Jesus is here. Or was here. Well, by the way, for the whole, really quick for the wrestling thing, go to M3TV on YouTube. Go to Jesus' channel over there. Subscribe. I don't know how those guys feel about this whole thing. Because I woke up and saw this thing on Twitter on my feed. But I'm telling you, they cover this stuff all day long. Thank God I don't, because I can't deal it. I can't deal with it.
I guess
So if you want news, go there on Pro Wrestling.
Nick's probably laughing too, right? Because he's probably just like, yeah, I'm avoiding that shit.
Well, here's the thing with Nick. He doesn't know what to think. Because he knows that Punk is always a moody guy. But when we were talking, because he was on the show, what was it, like a month or two, whenever this thing started with Punk,
Yeah.
he came on there and he was like, yeah, I mean, it looks like the Elite is fucking with this guy. But he's like, but Punk's had his problems elsewhere and blah, blah. Like, Nick knows the whole CM Punk, like, background.
Yeah. He knows the lore, so to
He
speak.
knows everything about the guy at this point.
Yeah.
The
But
Lord.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
big,
He knows about the Punk history.
it was
I
a big
guess.
FU to the fans. It was a big FU to CM Punk, which, whatever, it's CM Punk. It's not a big deal. We had our thoughts on the latest episode, but what about tonight? Tonight was a big slap in the face. Unless you recorded tonight. You may not agree with some of the stuff, but it's there. I don't know, man. The company's dead. No matter what way you look at it, you can act like it's not happening, but it's done. They stuck a fork in it and it's done.
Poke of death has come down.
I'm not the only one because I looked on Twitter too, and I was like, "This is a finger poke of death." I'm looking on Twitter and I see somebody posted a picture of the finger poke. I'm like,
now, do people call that the finger poke of death because he actually killed the company, or was it just called the finger poke of death because he like died?
no, because it killed the company.
Jeez,
They called it that right after it happened because they knew it was over.
it was done. It like pushed the button pretty much. It was just like,
I gotta watch the episode tomorrow.
oh man, they got to cover it still. Oh shit. I wonder then, because that's going to be a big this Dynamite episode. That's the one Perry's talking about. Damn, yeah, it's. I'll
Well, it's
I'll
not
watch
so
your
much
show
the
and-
show; it's what they did at the
Yeah,
end of the
it's-
show.
right.
They brought
It's
this
funny
dude back,
'cause-
and it was just a slap you. It's like a slap you. It was like a big F you. You got rid of the $1 million guy for the $100 guy. And they just it's like the NWO saying like, yeah, you could bring in Bret Hart, but we ain't gonna use him. We don't need Bret Hart. We're the NWO. 2 years later, the company's dead.
When you messaged us, I imagine you just woke up out of a dead sleep and you're
I
like,
did.
"They did what?" Like
No, I did. I
literally,
woke up and I looked at my phone. I was like,
the
okay.
worst thing.
I was like, out of all the people, they did this. Okay, all right.
I did like a double.
And you know
I was like,
something,
"Wait,
man?
what?"
Jericho knows better. But he's phoning that shit in at this point. He's doing exactly what Hogan did.
Yeah.
He's like, just give me the money, Dixie. Just give me the money.
Yep.
And he knows better. You know why Jericho doesn't give a shit? Because he's going back to WWE to the Hall of Fame at some point.
That's what I was gonna say. You're just gonna go right back over.
He's going to
so
go right back over there.
He
He
doesn't
don't care about the company. The company's done.
Cody's probably laughing his ass off right now.
Mhm.
Look what I avoided.
We record Sunday and our latest episode goes up Tuesday.
Yeah.
Well,
all right.
check them out for that because that's going to
Yeah, I was
be...
gonna say I'll listen to that too.
It's going to be a big topic. I mean, you guys are all witnessing the end of that company. And I'm just upset because it's like, I'm not watching this shit no more. Like, I've had enough. I've
not
had
worth
WWE beat my brains in with their crap for 20 years.
We thought this was
Hey,
going to be a break, and then it ended
We
up
thought
being.
this was going to be a break. They started out slow, but they did everything the right way. Then all of a sudden, it just took a sharp turn. And that was it. It's just, there's no point of return at this point.
For
It
us,
already drove off the cliff. You're just waiting till it hits the fucking bottom, like Roadrunner.
it's just falling.
Yeah.
Wile E.
What will
Coyote's
be left?
just falling, and you're like, all right, he's gonna hit the floor, but when? He's already off the cliff.
But for us to go all the way to Chicago, you know that we were like
Went to
believing in
Chicago.
this.
We
Like, we
you know,
thought.
we were gonna go to Blood and Guts. We were all gonna go to Blood and Guts, and then the whole picnic deal happened, and we couldn't go. So
But we really thought this was going to be good. We
thought this
we
was gonna
invested
be it,
into it.
man. And they blew it. Woke up and said, "What? What the fuck?" Yep,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I said. Yeah, it's over, buddy. That's all it is. It's over. Because
It's
they
over.
just told everybody tonight, it don't matter how big of a star you are, this is our company.
Yeah.
Yep. And who's
you
going to
don't-
take that chance?
You ain't
don't
our
do
friend.
that.
It really is all friends wrestling. That's what, Jim Cornette calls it for years. You ain't our friend, we're not going to let you play in our sandbox, our playground.
Now I'm sure he's flipping out on his shows.
Well,
There's
he
like
does that.
1,000 videos a day. Yeah.
He does that because he's making money doing it.
Yeah. That's fair.
But at the
They
same
can't knock
time,
him.
like he
I'm
would
a
like
content creator too. Can't knock him, you know.
he would like to see the industry like succeed because the guy was in it.
Well, yeah. I mean, he has a
They're
stance.
just-
He
but
has,
they're just
he has
doing
a good
everything wrong.
stance. Right. Because I was gonna say he has blah blah. He has actual history with that shit, so he can he at least has like a place. He's not just some dude.
They
like,
tried to hire
"Look
him.
it."
He was the first guy they called.
Yeah.
And he said to Tony Khan, he was like, yo, I'm going to tell you right now, you shouldn't work with these guys. And Tony Khan was like, all right. I'm going to work with them anyway.
Wow.
And look what happened.
I was gonna say, yeah. Now it's like, all right, he's probably
Tony Khan was so green to the whole thing, he probably was like, whatever. He should have listened to advice from industry veterans.
Well, he never had a booker. And the show fucking blows. And I'm not the only one that says that, Eli. And a bunch of other people that podcasts I've heard, said the same thing. Guy needs a booker. And the show sucks. And then on top of that, you're listening to the wrong people. So, hey, WCW did the same thing. And it's funny, you got Jeff Jarrett there now, so.
The king of the mountain of crap.
yeah.
The king of WCW 2000. He was a chosen one, remember?
Selling the guitars in the lobby.
You got The Rock as a WWF champion on one channel, and you got Jeff Jarrett, the WCW champion, on the other channel. What the hell are you going to watch? You're going to watch The Rock or Jeff Jarrett? You're going to watch The Rock, buddy. Yo, this is like if when Austin walked out, Vince goes, oh, Stone Cold's replacement, Jeff Jarrett. It's like, no one's going to watch this shit no more. Trainwreck with the $2 super chat. Here lies AEW with the coffin and the tombstone.
Thanks for the super chat.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you,
over.
guys.
It's over, buddy. All right, enough with AEW. Let's move
All
on
right,
to
gaming.
another
Let's do it.
another rest in peace moment over here.
Are we gonna go for the big boy?
We're going for the big boy. Why
Alright, I
not?
gotta change my background for this.
You gonna change your underwear?
There we go.
The big balls.
The balls.
I woke up and I saw the price. That was the first thing I saw today.
And you knew immediately we were gonna have the greatest show on earth tonight.
I knew immediately that shit was gonna go down, and I also thought that I woke up and it was 2006 because it seems like, or 2005 even, because it seems like Sony is like really bringing this back old school style. I mean, they're already raising the prices, but just when you thought that the VR was expensive back when it came out on PS4, you're wrong. Sony wants you to pay big time because they got big balls of steel. At least they think they do, because with them doing this pricing right here with this VR, this is like, and also to do this with a shitty service. No wonder why people are dropping like flies off their service, because it fucking sucks.
They lost 2 million subscribers to PlayStation Network.
Yep, 2 million since the new thing launched.
PlayStation Plus, whatever it is, since the launch of the revamp.
So what was that, like July, August, September, October, like 4 months?
And you know what? Listen, and Camo with the $9.99 super chat, he's crying.
Thank you,
and
brother.
laughing
Thank
and
you.
crying. Thank you so much, buddy.
Thanks for the super chats.
Let me tell you something. And again, today's like the worst day ever for these companies. You have AEW, it's the beginning of the end. Well, it's already the end for AEW.
Everyone thinks they're back.
Sony,
they're back in the
it's
day.
the beginning of the end for fucking Sony. Because this is, listen, they lost 2 million in subs. We live in a world where that's your thing now. Subscriptions to your service is what is key. That's what's driving Game Pass. That's what's driving Netflix. That's what's driving friggin' all this stuff now. Subscriptions. And we talked about that. They're not moving with the times. They're trying to stay back friggin' 10 years ago.
Everyone thinks they're back in the day for some reason right now. Everyone thinks they're like they can work, backwards. Like what is it? Like
even Nintendo has a subscription service that's successful.
Yeah,
they have no games on it. They got N64 games on this freaking thing.
And people will sign up because it's just
they're still making crazy money on that.
They try to make it seem like this thing was really going to be a competitor for
No,
Game
because
Pass.
you know what? Listen, and I know people don't want to hear this, but you're going to have to fucking hear it. They're just like BMW and Apple. They know their audience is going to pay for the logo because they established that with the PlayStation 4. They brainwashed all their fucking customers. Exclusives. Well, guess what? Now the exclusives are in the minority because now you need to sell services and no one's buying your fucking services. They're putting their games on PC and people are like, oh, I thought this was exclusive, so I'm not going to buy this anymore. I'm going to sell my PlayStation. I want to do this. It's like they created their own worst enemies.
Yeah. Oh, no, and Perry,
they told
their
their audience
wrong.
to go one way when we knew they weren't going to stay that way because they need to go forward.
I see that in my chat room all the time. People literally will say that. They'll say, "Well, now I'm going to sell my console because it's not worth because if it comes out on PC." And it's like, dude,
listen,
who fucking cares?
When
like,
people say that shit is stupid because listen, you bought the console because you don't know how to build the computer. You don't want to spend the money on the computer.
Yes.
You bought the console because you go to the store, you pick it up, you play it. And there's nothing wrong with that. But people need to get off their own dicks with this bullshit. They were brainwashed by the internet about this stuff. This is why I don't listen to this stuff.
Right.
Because these people online don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
No.
And everyone listens to them.
Yes. Just because they have subscribers or 1 million followers.
I'm going to play Resident Evil 4 Remake on PlayStation because the series debuted on PlayStation. No, Resident Evil 4 debuted on GameCube. So if you want to buy the Switch Cloud version of that, and then you're good. Like, if we're really going to do this.
Yeah, if we're really going to be specific.
You're going to buy Resident Evil 4 Remake on PlayStation because you own a PlayStation. It has something to do with this tradition bullshit. I'm sorry, where were you guys when PlayStation 3 was struggling? Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, and guess
They're
what,
like
Perry?
fetuses.
They must think that this is fucking 2005, 2006, because Sony wants $549 just for the base VR headset that doesn't come with Horizon VR.
Which is a $5 game.
And that's $5.99.
You do realize that game's on rails, right?
Oh, it's like an on-rail shooter.
It's on rails first person.
Oh, okay.
So
what do you do? Shoot bows and shit?
You
like
shoot the bows. You go.
Link's crossbow training.
Oh, I have to shoot the bows over there, and then the game goes. Woo! It's like that Zelda. What was it? The Zelda
Link's crossbow training.
Link's crossbow training.
Yep.
And that was free with the Zapper.
There's a pack in.
So listen, it's $549 with no game, and then the base charger is $50.
Literally killed you. That's like $650 plus tax.
For that price, it might as well.
$700.
Dude, you're spending.
Listen to me. You're paying $549. You got to buy the charger, so that's $50. You're spending $600 and then tax. Okay.
You need the fucking console.
And then if you want the bundle with the $5 game, that's $50 fucking extra. Then you got to buy the thing, and then it's $650
almost
plus
$700.
fucking tax.
Yeah.
And you got to have the console to begin with.
You could buy 2 or 3 Series S's, depending on how you get them used, whatever. Amazon has them for $179 fucking every once in a while. It's more money than the base console, and you know the $549. They're going to ship like 2 or 3 of those to Best Buy, and they're going to ship about 30 of the Horizon bundles.
Yep.
So people are going to be like, "Do you have the one that's not fucking extra $50?" No, they're sold out. Oh my god! I better spend the extra $50 and buy the fucking Horizon bundle.
They'll do it because if they got to get it for someone, for a
gift. Of course they're going to do it because they know their audience is stupid enough to fall for it.
And I like how they're putting it out like. Well, they're putting it out on my birthday, number one. Not that I'm going to get it, but they're putting it out in February, and they know that the biggest selling point is going to be RE4 VR. But I don't even know if that mode is going to launch with the game right away or that's going to come later. I guess we'll see. I wasn't expecting them to drop the shit right before it. I thought it was going to be added later. But, they know what they're doing because they're going to say, oh, yeah, you want to get Horizon, and then you can play RE4 Remake in first person. And that's how they're going to sell it.
RWK8 with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you again. You don't need a console for VR, right? No.
What if people think that? Because they're like, oh, it's $549. This is probably all you need, right?
Dude, the dumbest thing is I see people justifying this online. Well,
oh, no, he was serious.
That's a good deal.
RWK was serious with that question. He didn't know. And then VB just says, no, you actually need the console. He says,
Oh,
no way,
no.
what the fuck? Yeah, no, you need the console.
Oh,
on
no,
top
no,
of the
no.
VR.
For the
Yeah.
PlayStation VR, you need the console.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he meant in general, like you could buy any VR headset for anything.
Oh, yeah, no, this is like, you need the console here.
Oh, no,
Like,
yeah, you got to buy the console.
So you're going to be set back like $1,400 after VR, console, you know,
And then
hard drive,
if they release the PlayStation 5 Pro in a
games.
couple of years, then you got to pay for that. How much is that going to be? $800 fucking dollars? I mean, what are we doing here?
Probably.
Dude, I don't give a fuck. I'm not spending this money on this.
Jim
fucking
Ryan
thing.
destroyed this fucking company. Him and Tony Khan should go out to dinner.
Like, did they learn
How do we
anything from
destroy
when
all
they?
these companies tonight?
Yeah, did they learn anything from how they priced the PS3 back in the day and how they had the balls? It's like now they actually are thinking, oh yeah, you know what? All these problems with people getting, consoles and stuff like that. All right, no big deal. It's fine. If you have the console, it's like, dude, you're going to be putting this thing out when consoles still aren't even available, right? And then even if you have people that are spending money on these consoles, it's like, dude, there's barely shit to play anyway, regardless of the PSVR 2. Like there's barely, we're finally going to be getting, Callisto, we're getting, Dead Space Remake, we're getting RE4, we're getting a bunch of shit in the next few months, but holy shit, dude, it's like you're not going to have the library day one. And if they're banking on RE4, maybe they're banking on that. You can't bank on Horizon Call of the Mountains. So I would say
RE8, no Resident Evil is a launch title for this. I have the launch games actually. I have the list.
Well, RE8 is apparently getting VR2 support, but I don't know when.
Okay, but not at launch because I have the launch titles right now.
Oh, well, there you go. So here we go. Let's read them off. Let's get it.
Oh yeah, I got them for you. I did a stream earlier.
Liquor Sandwich says, I was expecting at least a $3.99 for price, but wow.
Oh no! I
Oh,
said
no,
$4.99 last
They said
week.
you pay.
And one of
now.
you two told me, no, it's going to be more than that. And I was like, no fucking way. They're doing more than $4.99. Oh, yeah, they're doing more than $4.99, all right. All right, so listen.
Balls of Steel.
Listen!
Hey, listen.
These are the 11 games, not including Horizon, so Horizon would be the 12th game. That's completely overpriced. By the way, the game sucked. Why the fuck would you want the VR version of that?
Why wouldn't you have RE8 as a launch title? That makes no sense.
So there you
It's
go.
been out for 2 years.
Here are your launch games for February 22nd. Let me know which ones of these you want. And by the way, two of these are already on PlayStation 4 VR. They're just enhancing them to work on the 5.
No.
So you
There we
already
go.
have 2 out the window. Dark Pictures Switchback VR. That's one game. Crossfire Sierra Squad. The Last Brigade. Cities VR Enhanced Edition. So that's the PS4 game or whatever. Cosminus High. I don't even know how to say that. Whatever. Hello Neighbor. Search and Rescue. So yeah, let's give a $600 headset to a little fucking kid to pull the cord and break it. Pull your PlayStation off the shelf. Because the man from Hello Neighbor is chasing him around the house. Jurassic Park Aftermath Collection.
Oh, no.
Pistol Whip VR.
Just pistol whip me.
Zenith. The TV company.
Oh, if it was Xena, I'd buy it.
Zenith. The Last City.
Oh,
After the Fall.
I can't, dude. This is just too much
And
right now.
Tentacular.
Are you serious? That's it? They couldn't
and the
even get
Horizon
Village.
game that's bundled for $50 overpriced. Those are your launch titles on February 22nd, 2023, on this man's birthday.
Don't
So-
you just want to run out and buy it?
Yeah, I'll be turning.
And
I'll
then
be
Resident
turning
Evil
27, and I'll be like, all right, I'm just gonna go, get the worst gift imaginable. I'll take out a fucking loan for this VR.
Resident Evil 4 remake comes out a month later with no mention of VR.
No, they just said that it's going to be supported, but we don't know when Capcom is actually.
We don't know
gonna
if that's
put
going to
that
be
out,
at launch
right?
for a remake or in the summer or in the
Why?
winter time.
Why? I just don't know
or
why
for
Village
Gold
wasn't
Edition
pushed.
of 4 remake in a year. We don't know.
Yeah, but the thing is the Village VR thing should have been from the start. I mean, the game's almost 2 years old.
No.
Why- like,
but
you know what I
have
mean?
Pistol Whip VR you could play.
the game is already default in VR or first person Resident Evil 8. So it's like, dude, just put it in VR.
We're train wreck with the $2 super chat. Wow, those are some bangers. They ain't banging shit.
Oh no.
The other super
I gotta
chat.
go back and read RWK with a $1.99 super chat. Sony come out with the fuck me a long time edition. Well, yeah, they fucked you all right.
That should be a VR title.
That's actually what the PlayStation 5 is called now, because that Pro is going to come out
Yep.
with the detachable disk drive, which is going to cost you extra money.
So
And that's when people are going to give up on discs, guaranteed.
Yeah. And as a Sony fan, if you bought all of these, you're already out like $2,500, give or take the games that they're already spending. So say $3,000 all around between the games they buy, the services they pay for, getting the console, getting the VR. It's like, holy shit. There's barely enough normal games on this thing.
Here's the time to vote with your wallet. Don't buy it. Even if the scalpers buy it out, don't buy from the scalpers, because guess what? They're going to return it. Let these things sit on the shelves. Then you'll see the $100 come off.
Yep.
Or you'll see them bundle all 11 launch titles with the fucking thing.
They might just abandon it. They always abandon their stuff when it doesn't sell.
And listen, I've talked to Trainwreck about this right after they announced it. We were like, yeah, this thing is very high tech, the specs. And we were like, but are they going to utilize it? Like to the fullest. And we were like, well, they didn't with the PS3. They didn't fully utilize the PlayStation Portable, no camera. They didn't utilize the Vita.
No.
They didn't utilize the PlayStation TV. They didn't utilize the PlayStation 4 Pro. They gave up on all that stuff. What the fuck makes you think they're going to fully utilize this VR?
Now, here's the thing, though. The Liquor Sandwich brings up a good point. At Tokyo Game Show, RE8 VR was playable on the floor. So what does that mean? It's like, if it's already almost ready, then what the fuck? Why isn't this out for a launch title? You know? That is really strange.
Maybe it'll be announced. But listen to me.
It should be.
Listen, guys, are you gonna pay $600 fucking to play Resident Evil 8 fucking VR for an hour and then throw the shit in the closet and there's all your money?
I mean, I would not pay that.
Come on, guys, are we really serious? Even if that's a launch title, are you gonna run out and spend that money on a fucking VR for one game?
No way.
No.
Is that gonna be worth it? Are you guys gonna be like, you know what, man, I'm gonna blow all my whole paycheck this week to buy one fucking game, play it for a couple hours, and then throw that shit back in the closet?
And it'll just sit there in the dust, yeah.
It ain't worth it. You guys gotta wait. You gotta show these companies like, yo, that's okay. I'll wait. And by the way, look at the PlayStation VR. We got the VR version too, which had the HDR built in.
Yeah.
Who's to say that they don't pull that shit again? And by the way, the VR2 was cheaper than the VR1, which didn't have HDR and it didn't have all the tech that you needed.
What was that retail? Was it $399?
I think it was $399 originally. And then the one with the HDR, I think, was like $299 with a bundle.
Right.
Which right now it's at $199. Because last month they dropped it to $199. I was like, wow, the Iron Man bundle.
Yep.
That
was
the one
that's
$399.
Best Buy.
That was a $399 bundle. They dropped it to $199. I'm like, why'd they do that? Here's your answer. They were prepping this announcement. They want to clear out the old stock.
Save your pennies now
if
you want this shit, because you're putting out a bunch of dough.
They don't even give you time to save up. It's like, that's
I will
it.
not pay the price for 2 games. You don't even know if 4 Remake's going to be available at all that year.
You're right.
They might wait till Gold Edition or Deluxe Edition or whatever the hell edition.
Well, the one thing they've never done with the remakes, they've never done a Gold Edition for the remakes.
But they did Deluxe.
They did Deluxe at launch. And that's just for the extra, like, costumes or the, you know what I mean?
No,
so they did the same thing with RE4.
Guess what they did for the remakes, though? Because of the little parity clause, you now have the PS5 editions.
Yeah.
Which Did they re-release those physically yet?
What's that? The
The Series X versions and the PS5 versions.
2 and 3. They don't have like PS5 cases, do they? You can go out and
no.
None
buy-
of those getting stamped out.
They never did PS5 cases for them.
They're coming.
Even my Village PS5 box, I think that was like the first one I got that actually had a PS5 or another console, on it. Basically labeled it.
This was our turn to go, Hurry, we can't afford that.
Yeah. This is like, I'm just gonna say this is pretty embarrassing.
Wonder if Meta got already. Don't even buy Meta, man. Don't buy that bullshit.
Just wait, because this thing will drop eventually anyway. So if you really want it, like, you'll get it.
I just don't understand why they think this is like nice to roll out like this with nothing
Because
supporting
they
it,
brainwashed their fucking audience for 10 years.
and they're just squeezing out every penny they can.
They know their audience. I love PlayStation. Isn't PlayStation so great? Won't you let PlayStation fuck my fucking mom? PlayStation, you can have my girlfriend PlayStation. PlayStation. They brainwash these fucking people into their brand, and they think that they're just going to blindly run out and pay all this money for their stuff.
Some people will.
And they couldn't get you on the console because Microsoft fucked them with the S. Now they're going to get you with the VR. They're going to get that extra $100 out of you. That's probably why this is more money, because they said, you know what? We're going to make that extra $100 that we were originally going to get off the consoles that we had to cut down. And you're going to get the VR because you own the console, right? So they're getting their extra $100 off you. They know what they're doing. You just got to sit down and think about it for a few minutes. They were originally, the Sony rep told you that thing was going to be $599.
Yep.
Then the price of the Series S came out. They shit their pants and they had to cut the price and they lost money on it. Now they're making you pay for it.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you got this system for $100.
Because they're looking at the sales of the
like,
PS5.
dude,
and they're like, all right.
you don't fucking steal from the Japanese. They consider that stealing. And they're going to get the money back from you. Why do you think when the PlayStation 3 was flopping, nobody was buying it? They never cut the price. They said, you know what? Instead of just getting these out the door, they're like, no.
Remember when
they're going to pay. They're not going to steal from us. They're going to pay.
Remember when they almost tried to do that? The other model of the console wasn't going to have an HDMI connection, and then they put that in when they delayed it because it was supposed to come out spring 06, and then it got delayed to fall. Remember that? And then they were going to put it out they were supposed to put they were going to make it to where the other premium edition console only had an HDMI, and the one below didn't have an HDMI on it because it was really early. I don't know if you remember.
I remember something like that, but dude, you sold the console with fucking AV cables, and you're like, oh, yeah, they're selling points to the Blu-ray player. It's like, but you're not giving me the cable for the Blu-ray player.
Yeah, you're advertising all this Blu-ray shit, and it's like the fucking console
$600, and you had to buy a monster HDMI cable, and they were $149.99 for one fucking HDMI cable back in the day. You didn't have Amazon to go grab a $5 cable off of. A couple of years later, you had something called Monoprice.com. Sold HDMI cables for $3.
Probably still does, right?
No, they do, but you didn't have that in the beginning. You had that maybe 2000.
The convenience wasn't there. Yeah.
Yeah, it was later.
You're trying to sell, and by the way, I don't think people remember because nobody was even playing this stupid thing. They were selling the PlayStation 3 as a computer.
Yes.
They were like, well, this is an advanced computer. It has Linux on it and all that.
Stream your media to it. You can, just put your music on there.
They were trying to sell you it as anything but a gaming system. But you go back to these stupid videos now that people uploaded last week. Oh, no, they never advertise it as a PC. They never advertise it as... They never say anything about working with appliances.
Revisionist history bullshit.
We were there.
They had exclusives, and they sold them right. They launched with a fucking ton of exclusives, and guess what? Nobody fucking bought it.
Oh yeah,
because it was too much money.
Yes, and don't forget.
Why do you think Heavenly Sword never came back? Because it didn't fucking sell day one when it came out.
Oh yeah,
and they were
I forgot about that. Damn. They said, "Fuck
And
you."
a lot of people that did play the game said, hey, they should have gotten a sequel. Well, guess what? They didn't make any fucking money because they cut their nose off to spite their face.
And didn't it come out after the fact, after E3 2005, that they were just
And
using?
by the way, they told you were fucking poor. You need to get 2 jobs to go out and get this thing.
Yes.
They don't care about you. They don't give a fuck, dude.
No, back in E3 2005, they were accused of showing the cutscene, like the pre-rendered cutscene, saying it was real gameplay. It was all bullshit. Like all that stuff, that was all like mocked up. It was all mocked up shit, and they were saying it was real. They were claiming it was real. And back in the day,
they all do
there was
that.
people.
They all
Right.
did. The Xbox One ran a lot of games off PC on the floor of the shows. They all do that shit. But yes, PlayStation has had a history of showing you cutscenes. You look at the back of the box for Final Fantasy VIII, you're like, holy shit, this is the game? And then you play the game and that's the cutscene. You know what I mean? Like, they've always had a history of doing that. $150 for a 3-foot cable. I think it was 5 feet.
Wow.
I'm sorry, not 5 feet, 6 feet. He could be right. Why don't you Google Monster Cable 2006?
God, I remember
Just
We
Google
bought-
it. See if any information comes up.
we bought a 50-footer. It was supposed to be $250, but I had my discount and it was only like $50. $250 for what year? 2006 Monster HDMI cable.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
see.
it
It's
says
in the white box, the blister packaging. It was a white cable. Because Monster thought, okay, if we make the packaging look nice, you'll want to pay the $150.
This says from November 1st, 2006, for the low price of $99.95, gamers can have the privilege of owning a 2-meter HDMI cable.
Oh my god.
Okay, at Best Buy it was $149.99.
Yeah, because the Monster ones were always more money, but this was like whatever.
No.
one.
Look for the Monster. We only carried the Monster. Eventually, we got Rocket Fish ones, which was Best Buy brand, and I paid $10 with the discount. But
It also says here, it says the 60 gig model was to be the only configuration to feature HDMI port and Wi-Fi internet. But then that obviously changed.
It says the assault on your wallet this holiday season could be difficult. In the same article.
I don't think the 20 gig has Wi-Fi.
The 20 gig, really?
Yeah, I don't think it has Wi-Fi.
Oh, that was a Monster cable for $99.95 for.
Okay, but Best Buy sold it for $149.
Yeah, I definitely remember it being more money than that. Let me see how big that is. 2 meters. Why don't they just tell me in freaking feet?
Because the UK is the base of the galaxy. You know that?
I love how
Yes.
you can read
I
about
can't say
all,
soldering. I have
Oh, it
to
was
say
6
soldering.
foot
I have to say soldering to please people across the pond.
soldering.
Dude, we say soldering, okay? You say soldering, I say soldering.
I can't believe
Potato,
somebody
potato.
had an article about this. That's so funny. Like, oh yeah,
I
it
just-
even says right here from 2006. Like, there's a
6.5
message
feet.
board.
There you go.
It says 100 to 150 for 3 feet.
I love
So-
the history of the launch of people getting shot at, BB guns being shot, people getting robbed for their consoles. I'm just like, this is just so people were doing this for a fucking
They're doing it
overpriced
now.
PC.
Look
They're
at the
doing it now.
Craigslist thing.
That's true. Oh man.
This message board is so cool because everyone's so worried about buying an HDMI cable in 2006.
Back in the day, yeah. They're like, "Did we
That's so
do it?"
great. That's funny. Now
It's
we
like
just take it for
finding that
granted.
message board about Terminator 2, where everyone was like, "Oh my god, Arnold's a good guy. This movie's ruined." It's like one of the greatest movies ever made.
It's ruined.
No, there's a message board that you can find the archive of where it got out that Arnold was turning into the good guy in that
Mm.
movie, and people are like, "The franchise is over. What is Cameron thinking?" He's
Right,
on
because when they read it
drugs."
on paper, they probably didn't know,
Right.
and then when they saw it,
When they saw it, they were like, "This is the greatest film."
yeah.
And people got scared.
This is funny too. Some guy was like, I saw a 1 meter HDMI cable and it was priced at $299. The guy bought a 42-inch Hitachi Plasma,
Oh my!
and he's looking at this cable to buy. Oh my goodness!
Hitachi,
Yeah.
not Hitachi.
Whatever. It's just so
Still
weird.
around. They've been around forever.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think that this way of thinking is just going backwards, and I don't think it's going to be sold very well. I really don't know who actually just wants this, unless they're really just hardcore for VR. Because like I get motion sickness with VR, so it's like for me, I already don't really get that interested in getting VR shit like that. You know what I mean? I heard that's not the case with the Oculus, but but I guess we'll see. I'll be covering RE4 VR this month, but there's just going to be like a lot of different stuff that again I don't really like going into the launch being so piss poor on top of the VR launch being piss poor. Yeah, it's a no for me. Even with a price drop, it's still going to be expensive.
Here's the thing. I know you got to cover this stuff for the channel, but you know what? The longer you wait, the better. It's going to be cheaper. It's going to be fresh content when you do get it.
Right.
It's like Resident Evil, what is it, 7 VR when I sent you the VR?
Yeah.
You played that shit 2 years after the VR version came out, 3 years after it came out. It was brand new content for the channel. People loved it.
Exactly.
They're going to enjoy your take because it's your take.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah, I
not going
don't
to
feel
care if you're
pressure to-
first in line or not.
No, I'm not going to, especially when I cover RE4 Remake for the first time.
I'm not
It's not
buying
gonna be in
this headset.
VR.
I'm not getting
Yeah.
scared. I'm not getting the first one that was coming out. I was like, I don't think so, and then I did buy it. I'm not buying this shit. That's way too much fucking money. It's more than the console, the machine. Why would I do that? There's no reason for me to buy this thing.
I really wanted to buy it, but there's no way. It
Not
ain't
right
happening.
now.
No. Nope.
They either have to people have to vote with their wallets and not buy it, or you're just gonna have to wait till Black Friday of 2023 because that's gonna be the sweet spot.
Yeah, I don't mind waiting for it.
Sue said there's a lot of old message boards with bad takes. You ever go on the RSPW? No, I don't know what that is. Is that wrestling thing with Solid Monster? I think I heard him talk about that. I've never been on that board. I used to go on the AOL boards. Back in the day.
AOL. The good old days.
Well.
AO Schmel.
We watched it die together.
AO Hell. Fucking AOL.
Good times.
You know Verizon owns AOL and Yahoo?
Oh, man.
Yeah, AOL and Yahoo are brothers now.
It's funny
they're
because
stepbrothers.
that's another, people are always like, oh, Sony will never do that. It's like, we didn't think AOL was ever going to go away. And look, that's another example.
Time Warner owned AOL and they sold it.
Yeah.
Verizon.
AOL was like the king. So anything can happen.
Well, so what do you think, Frank? What do you think about this price, though?
I think Sony's got some balls to be trying to charge as much, but definitely going to wait on that for a massive price drop. I'm going to put the money toward building the PC and other important things.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Forget
that's a nice chunk of a PC right there. Like we always tell people, like if you just cut back on X, Y, and Z for the shit that these companies put out, you'll have a PC in no time. You know what I mean? You don't even have to have something crazy, but you'll have, it'll just add up and you'll have something.
I'll say this: just enjoy the fucking games. Don't worry about it. Great balls of fire! That guy finally dropped dead, huh?
Yeah, he did.
He dropped dead, but a few days before he dropped dead for real, people said he was dead already, and he came out and said, "I'm not dead." And 2 days later, he's dead.
That happened with that happened with an actress too. There was like I forget her name. She was in that 70s show. She was in a bunch of other stuff, but it was like they said the same thing. They came out and said that it was a hoax. She isn't dead. It was like her agent, and then a few days later
that's
she
right.
died.
Yeah.
And it was like, what the fuck? Like I'm confused. Like
I don't
they
know.
said they lied about her health, and then all of a sudden she did pass away. And it's like, well, what the hell? Like,
Rest in peace, Jerry Lewis.
yeah, all right.
That was a great fucking movie. Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah,
What was that? Winona Ryder
yeah,
was in it. I saw it as a kid. That was a great fucking movie, man.
that is a good movie.
That's a really good movie. Great.
I haven't
Balls of
seen it
Fire.
in a minute.
Great Balls of Fire. You know, he used to go to WWE events.
Really?
And then
That's so
Vince named that pay-per-view after him
Oh,
a few
right.
years ago.
Oh,
was-
right.
yeah, he
Okay,
was
that
always
makes
in the
sense
front
now.
row.
Okay, because I remember I was always wondering why the paper was called that.
Yeah, I think because he was always there. I think Vince was like fucking with
It's
him.
just a nod to him. Yeah. Well, shit.
Breaking news. Amazon just emailed me to update the release date for Metroid Prime 4. It's now January 1st, 2024.
No,
So that game's never coming out.
No,
That means they moved the placeholder a whole year.
Game's dead.
Yeah.
Wow.
Accept
Is,
that.
is Microsoft developing that game?
yeah,
I think
was gonna
so,
say,
because-
is it Starfield 2.0?
It's,
What's going
it's
on?
not even going to make the Switch at this rate. It's not.
Well, I
Which
think
maybe
they're
that's
banking,
better.
They're just banking on it. Yeah, they're just banking on that next whatever. You know.
Maybe the QLED Switch is what they're waiting to release when that comes out.
Yeah.
They better not release another Switch.
No, they will.
Not even a special edition. I don't ever want to see one again.
Oh,
That's it.
Switch you.
Yeah, that'll be me if I see another Switch. Just literally drop.
Ugh.
Why the fuck did Best Buy put out another Batman Steelbook? Like, what the fuck?
Because all you people buy Batman. You all get giggly over Batman, and they're like, all right, we're going to fuck these people. We're going to sell them another $30 Steelbook. It's highway robbery.
What a scam.
I still haven't even opened those. It's been 10 years I've had them. Switch fuck you long time. Oh yeah, Nintendo's been fucking us for a long time. Believe me.
Badly. Whew.
Oh, we're Nintendo. We used to actually be good.
Yeah, used to.
Just get a Switch and pirate all their fucking games. Or don't even buy one. You use Yuzu or get a Steam Deck and just throw all the Switch games on there. Takes 2 seconds.
Yeah, this late in the game, I would definitely not recommend buying a
You
Switch.
can play Bayonetta on console right now. Just fucking download that Yuzu thing and just play it.
Even Valve had it in that video. Even they're doing it.
Great balls of fire. Anthony, I can't believe Best Buy didn't do an RE4 Steelbook.
Yeah, it's weird because with RE7 or sorry, RE8, they did the same Steelbook.
Late?
The same Steelbook you got in the collector's edition, they had separate as a Best Buy Steelbook, so you can get the Steelbook exclusively through them. They do that shit all the time. They do the same thing with Final Fantasy. And
I gotta
Deathloop.
talk to you about something, motherfucker. I'm gonna whoop your ass right now. All right. Fucking everybody, Trainwreck has been waiting for me to talk to you about this. Yo, that DLC was good for like 5 minutes and then it went off a fucking cliff. Okay? I'm playing the game, and then at the end, there's a bunch of dolls in the fucking room, and I'm a little shrunk. What is it? What's that movie called? Honey, I Blew Up the Kids, or I Shrunk
Honey,
the
I
Kids?
Shrunk the Kid.
yeah,
I'm playing Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I got dolls going, oh, found you, found you, and I'm like,
yeah.
we went from people stuck in a house, blown up zombies, to dolls saying, found you, found you, found you,
yeah,
found you.
yeah.
And they're pushing me around the screen, and I'm trying to escape, and I can't escape. I had to restart the level just to get away from these stupid fucking dolls. Like, where do we go from here? And by the way, Saw 10 is coming.
Yes.
And it's like, what the fuck is going on?
Jigsaw signed on. Tobin
He's
Bell's
back.
back.
They pulled his fucking dick off. They fucking took his tits out. and he's alive all of a sudden.
It's RoboCop.
What are they doing? Are they just going back, making a prequel? Like, what are they doing?
This DLC, dude, they were snorting some coke again, hardcore with Tony Khan and fucking Jim Ryan.
They went nutball with it because it's not real in the game, so they went nutball.
But listen, do they know what Resident Evil is? Do they have any fucking idea what they're doing? Because it doesn't seem like it. It seems like they're just taking all the trends and fucking slamming them together.
Right. And like I said last week when I did that early review on here, it was more just like, look, if you didn't like the vibe of Village, you're not going to like this. And that's what I said. And that's true. The vibe of Village is not Resident Evil, so you're not going to get that from this DLC.
I didn't mind playing the DLC, but it started getting...
No, it played good in third person.
The longer it went, the dumber it got, as far as storyline-wise.
Right. I mean, I'm happy it wasn't just a half hour, like, see you later type thing. Right. At least they added some layers to it. But I agree. The horror stealth stuff, it didn't really... it was there. I mean, I didn't mind the Beneviento section as much in this DLC as I did the main game, because in the main game, the big baby comes out of the basement, and it's like, I thought the
baby was coming back, because the minute I went in that thing, I was like, oh, shit. And then
but the fact that they changed it, yeah, they changed it, and I'm happy they at least like updated it a little bit. I thought the Beneviento house was longer in the DLC than it was in the main game, and that's how it should have been in the main game. Maybe not beat for beat with the stealth and all that shit, but it should have been longer, because by the time you get to that house in the main game, it's over before you even look.
By the way,
and the castle's over quick too.
They ripped off another movie.
Dolls.
Michael. With John Travolta, the angel.
Oh,
he
yeah.
said, "Are you my angel?" And he says, "Yes, I'm Michael."
God damn it. John Travolta comes back full swing.
With the wings on his back.
Ethan. Yeah.
And he's dancing in the bar. I guess you never saw the trailer for that movie. I never saw the movie, I saw the trailer.
No, I know about it, though, but yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where, like, the Village DLC, I know a lot of people, I have a podcast coming out on it where I kind of talk more spoilers and stuff, because the review is more minimal. But it's also just like, I kind of discuss again, like, where they, at least this wraps up the Ethan Winters bullshit, so we can just move on in the next game. You know, like, I'm happy they didn't dedicate a 9 to this, like, power having chick that's powerful. And you know what I mean? She doesn't want her powers because it makes her.
I never thought they were going to do 9 connected to the Winters thing.
Well, again, what people like to say on the internet, Perry, because you got to believe everything, is that they thought that this was going to be, you know, a new trilogy connected to, you know, these, you know, the Ethan Winters, whatever. And no, Village is not having more added to it. There's not going to be a platinum edition. Okay, so, you know, you don't have to believe everything that's online.
RWK told me the other day, goes, more DLCs coming to Village, and I'm like, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
And he's like, oh no, I just got an article on my phone. I was like,
no.
Let's talk to Anthony. I don't think they're making any more.
They're done. They're done. The only thing that's Village is getting out there again, which is the Switch shit. And, you know, that's coming out in December.
And by the way, that sucks ass.
Yeah, yeah. So if you're in that position, you might as well just spend the $2.99 on an Xbox Series, because if you have a Switch and that's the only way to play them.
But the traditions on the PlayStation, so I gotta spend the $5.99 for the play. It's like, shut up, people. Just shut the fuck up.
Game actually runs good on Series
on Black
S.
Friday, you get a Series S probably for $179, pre-owned from Amazon. I got one that looks brand new. We use it outside for the when we're outside the shop playing games.
There. Yeah.
This game, I played the Rose DLC on it. It runs fine on it, perfectly. I had no problems.
Listen, motherfuckers, and if you're worried about the space, go right now on Amazon. You got PNY 500 gig SSDs, $29.99, and if you want a 1 terabyte, it's $57.99. I've been ordering these forever. I'm stocking up on them, stacking up on them, stocking up.
I got 2 of them, but they're not here yet. They'll be here.
I got the Game Complainers one, and I got the Switcheroony.
I got 2 more coming, 1 terabytes, and then I got 2 more 500s coming. And you know what? I might even order more.
Oh my God.
Next week we'll just see a stack of them like on the desk.
For that price, it's perfect.
No, that's great, man. These drives are nice and they're quick, and you can transfer shit, and it's snappy.
Back.
So
I just bought a SATA cable too because I was like, oh, I'm gonna need one now.
Yeah, I just used the one that I got with the other hard drive, so I'll just be like,
Yeah.
all right, I'll just swap it. But yeah, I got. I'll talk about it once Perry comes back. But yeah, I got my stuff back. Got the GameCube back.
Oh yeah,
Got the
definitely gotta
Switch.
tell us all about that.
Yeah, I still have to um hook up the GameCube and like actually play through something. I have a couple things I'm gonna be trying to get. I'm trying to get that. He sent me the HDMI GameCube thing. It's like $80, but I might get it.
Yeah, I just got that, the Prism. I ordered it. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. I mean, it makes it a lot easier.
I say I might get it, like I'm not gonna get it, but it's like it's pretty inevitable at this point because especially if I want to capture it too.
And the GameCube is worth having like HDMI. I mean, there's enough stuff on it. I loaded mine up with all my stuff that I had a lot. I have the discs, but now that I have this, I just loaded it all up on there.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna use this thing from now on, so it's better.
Yeah, there's a couple games I'm gonna try to grab on there, and but most of the stuff he put on here is great, and but yeah, I was trying to make sure if I saw. Yeah, that's weird, RWK, about the RE4 Steelbook. I don't know why, because Best Buy did do 2, 3, and Village individually as well. But what was weird is that when Best Buy did the 2 and 3 Steelbooks for the games, obviously they're not included; they're just empty cases. But those collector's editions didn't include Steelbooks. So it's like you got a collector's edition for 2 and 3 that come with statues, but no Steelbooks, and those Steelbooks are sold at Best Buy. Then you have the Resident Evil 7 collector's edition that comes with a Steelbook, and then the Resident Evil 8 comes with a Steelbook. So for some reason, they only like to include Steelbooks in the main game, but now they have it in RE4 collector's edition. So I don't know what the fuck they're like marketing. I don't know what's happening. Hopefully,
Put them out. They can make so much money on them.
just hopefully we get a little announcement. Wario will put a tweet out that will say, "Oh, here's the link for the Steelbook up on Best Buy," because it's just if you want to spend $20 on the Steelbook, or it's free with the game usually when they scan it at the register. So like they could just make that work. But I myself I collect Steelbooks. And having them in the collector's edition when you're paying $279 plus tax, you should fucking include that Steelbook, to be honest. So, you know what I mean? And the only reason why I got the RE2 one is because I ordered it from France. And I remember on Amazon, by the way. And I remember
wow.
I got a couple. I remember I hooked Perry up with one. I think Perry gave it to someone. I forget. Maybe he'll tell me when he gets back. But yeah, it's like it was just such a process to get all this stuff, and it's like you just put it in the collector's edition and call it a day.
Yeah.
Good old Jim Ryan tanking that PlayStation brand.
Ain't that the truth?
When am I going to be on your show again, Anthony? You're supposed to be on in October. What happened?
Well, we can try to record something this month.
What happened?
I know last month didn't really work out as far as like it was just a busy month, but the Thanksgiving extravaganza. This month
we're going to record on Black Friday and Thanksgiving for 12 hours straight
on the dinner table.
You were at work
at the dinner table. No, this month we'll work something out for sure.
Whatever, just let me know.
Well, like I said, I know you had a lot of shit going on this past month, so
unfortunately, every October I get fucked. I'm going to the doctor in a couple of days on Monday. Everything seems to be clearing up, so hopefully I'll be back to normal. Whatever normal is, I don't know anymore. I thought the DLC was good. If I could skip any part of it, it would be Dollhouse. Yeah, I thought the bullshit also. Hope there's a disc in the collector editions.
There should be. Usually
Excuse me.
Unless they stop doing
that's another thing in the VR as well. There's no disc for the Horizon VR game, and people are angry. God of War, the collectors, that comes out next week. No disc. $250 with no disc.
Oh, don't you worry, RWK. We'll have that stream for you.
As soon as I start getting the ads, I'm going to tell you guys.
The ads are going to leak probably, this week? They usually come out like...
Yeah.
They might have already leaked.
Now, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have the Black Friday
extravaganza. Yeah.
You know what's weird? It smells like somebody smoking cigarettes in this room, and it's like I don't know where that's coming from.
Something burning.
It's been like that for a couple of weeks.
Weird.
What?
That's weird. So okay, we'll be on the 23rd, the day before Thanksgiving,
Thanks,
and
chicken.
then Black Friday's the 25th. So
Well, I got the Black Friday border. Should I drop it in here? There you go. That's the border that we usually use for Black Friday.
let me
RWK.
see.
I love that.
Oh,
We used to like joke back in the day, like we would like I would send like Perry would send me pictures of someone out with a cart and like a cheap TV in it, and then I would send him a picture of like we used to do like
Ghost
vlog
smoker.
stuff. Remember
Yeah.
that we used to do like you would show.
Oh, he
your
made fun of
perspective
Metal
from Black
Jesus
Friday.
with the hidden gems thing. It's like,
Yeah,
ugh, dude, that guy.
yeah.
my
That's
friend.
we usually do all the shows that cover all the deals and stuff like that, and we let you guys know what's going on. So we got you covered, RW.
And typically
worries.
it's not like you have to, like the old days, like you have to run to the store. Like the deals go on for a long
Right.
time. They're online, and
And when the
So-
ads leak, and we'll let you know as well. So
yeah, I'll try to stay on top of that every week. I'll double check and see if
Yeah.
anything came out.
Cool, thank you. Most of our deals are going to be online only.
Yeah, but I'm
No,
sure most
Walmart.
places will be like that.
yeah,
We're not
Walmart.
gonna- We're not going to
is-
open.
Walmart's just like a I don't know. I think that a lot of those places, like again, like you said, like it's like you don't even have to go there anymore. It's like, all right, if you want Madden for $20, you just
It's $20
order
right
it.
now.
Yeah, there you go.
That
Yeah.
didn't take long.
It didn't take long at all. They know too. They're like, oh, November. All right, just fucking keep it low because it's just gonna be the same, So
Typically,
Awesome.
most of the stores have similar prices too. Like if one has it for
literally
20,
the same.
the other
Yeah.
one's gonna have it.
Target
so-
across the street will have it for this. Best Buy will have it for the same price. Like you have options if you're gonna.
I think Best
grab some
Buy like
stuff.
3 games for 2 games. Isn't that this week's sale?
Yeah, that's the other thing you gotta watch out for. They do like Black Friday all month, so you
Yeah.
might
Yeah,
think
they
you're looking
always
at
do
the
that
one,
stuff.
but it's just this week's ad.
Cyber deal, Cyber Monday,
You're
Cyber
gonna
fucking
see-
Tuesday.
The actual Black Friday stuff is gonna be like games that we've been like Gotham Knights will be like $20 or something. Like you'll know it's like a deal, even though it's a bad deal. But still,
Yeah. I was gonna say
you'll
it's
know.
a deal, but
We started being closed on Thanksgiving Day.
yeah, Best Buy stopped opening on Thanksgiving Day for the last 2 years. They've been closed, which is good. But I mean, I worked the wrong years because every year I worked, it was fucking.
I had to work Black Fridays at Best Buy.
Me too.
I had
It was a
to-
pain in the
yeah,
ass.
The last year I worked there was the first year that we actually had off on Thanksgiving in I don't know how long. Because for me it was the double whammy. I would do Thanksgiving
Oh.
and Black Friday.
It's morally
So-
wrong. Really, it wasn't morally wrong for 40 years, but you decided that it's morally wrong all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, come on, make up your fucking mind. These
Like, dude,
retailers.
anytime I looked at the schedule, I was always off Monday, Tuesday, work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like
and
every
they go
time.
back, and then
Every
people
time.
complain, and they're like, "Oh, we're not going to do it now." And it's
I would
like,
just lose-
guys,
like-
make up your mind. Like,
Yeah,
make up
like that whole week would just be like I would lose track of time. Like it like the actual Thanksgiving and Black Friday are fun because like you're talking with customers, but it wasn't really like a sales day. You would just kind of be like, all right, yeah, where's this? Yeah, so you would point like that's over there, this is over there. Like you're not getting like intimate, so it's kind of like you can kind of like switch off and just kind of like just go through
know what
it
it
and like
is?
get it done.
They're not being
know?
nice to people out of the goodness of their hearts. They're saving a shit ton of money by not
They
having-
are a
by
fuck
not
ton
paying
of money.
employees hourly. They're just throwing
Oh, yeah.
that shit up on the website. Be like,
Yep.
what you got to do.
Yep, that's it, man. You got
So
it.
don't
And,
think they're being
that's-
nice to you on Black Friday.
No.
I mean, on Thanksgiving.
No.
They're banking while you're at home eating.
Yep. And
then they
don't
get to
worry,
look good.
exactly. And don't worry, from the inside, they made it seem like, oh, we care, and that's why we're doing it. And it's like, no, that's all the corporate.
And they still
like,
cut the hours in
stuff.
January.
exactly, and positions and all that stuff. Yeah, we all saw it from the inside go down. But yeah, happy to be home. Not to be
Hey,
dealing with that
Elmo!
shit.
You work in loss prevention there. It's been consolidated. You're fired. What? You're fired. Get your
But,
leave.
I like the you know, again, like the people that always go for the Mario Kart bundle that has been repeated. Like I'll go to Best Buy like this November, guarantee you I'll see that being.
That's why we're not getting
like,
the next Switch, because they still got plenty of Mario Kart bundles in the warehouses.
for 2 more Black Fridays. They're like, you know what? Fuck it. We just got it.
Send that shit to Cambodia already. Give us a fucking new Switch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm tired already.
Listen, I
Get rid of
agree
that
with
shit.
you. Please.
Oh shit.
RWK says Best Buy is trying to fuck me.
Everyone's just
Oh, I
doing
know
that.
they don't care. I absolutely love Thanksgiving food. Fuck me.
Sheesh.
I used to
like
have
we
to
put
go in
sheesh.
at 5 p.m. on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's
On Black
when
Thanksgiving?
Yes. On Thanksgiving Friday.
Black Thanksgiving Friday. Okay. Is it just dark all night? I mean, what's going
Yes, it was evil in retail. It's
yes.
on?
horrendous.
It's always nighttime on that day.
Yes.
And the thing is too, I don't like, you know, with the constant like opening early, because that was the one thing is that you would have to have people like, dude, there was people that would camp in front of the store like a week early.
Yes.
They
I
would just
remember.
put a tent out there, and I was like, dude, what the actual fuck are you getting? That's like this doorbuster deal that like is like such a turn on for this guy. Like I don't understand. Like, you know what I mean? He was just sitting there for a week. I'm like, what is
Dude,
happening?
I have a guy who, by the way, I worked with. He put up a fucking, like, you know, the chair that goes back and forth that you put in your backyard?
Yeah, like a swing.
Yeah, like a hammock.
A swing that you and your girlfriend would, like, be on outside. If I can focus my camera today. Okay. That guy put one of those out there. He's in his Best Buy uniform. He's out there reading a book. I got this guy, filmed it. I worked with this guy. He did that to wait for a PS3 for a week. In Yonkers, New York, where he could have gotten robbed, stabbed, shot.
Like the reports that actually happened when the PS3 was
But
announced.
what did he eat?
I don't know. I mean, we had Burger King right next door. But right in front of Best Buy. He's out there like an idiot. For a PlayStation 3.
I think it was the last year I worked
like,
there.
dude, we work for Best Buy. Like, you know when they're going to come in.
Yeah.
He's coming the night before.
And we get trucks, you know, you can count what's on the truck.
This guy waited
like,
all night for the worst system ever made.
all you gotta do is just, you know someone back in inventory and be like, yo, like, what was the count on this truck? Like
For the
what did we
360,
get?
I knew when they came in. And I was like, all right, I'm going to wait on the line outside. We waited all night for the 360. PSP, I knew the PSPs had came in. I waited all night in the parking lot in my car.
Frank literally checked RSS for my Best Buy before I worked at Best Buy and checked how much PS4s I had so I can see if I can, you know, get one from my dad that year. I remember that. That was 2 years before I started working there.
That was the last year I worked there.
Yeah.
And the guy had a tent days before, and he brought his whole family. It was this hick guy, and his kids would come in barefoot in the middle of the.
no.
I'm like, what the heck is going on here? And the guy, he kept asking about the bundles. He's like, oh, what are you gonna have in the bundles?
Are you going to have shoes, underwears, and socks in the bundles?
It's like,
My
dude,
kids
you should
kinda
have
need
waited
'em right
next to
now.
the wall. What are you doing here?
They come with some fishing poles.
He was literally decked out to the nines in camo, and he had his whole family there.
Just said, yo,
barefoot and all.
motherfucker, take off your hat and put some of I don't know, tear the hat up and use the cloth to put shoes on your feet. Your kid's
How do
feet
you
over
let
there.
your
I
kid
don't know.
walk around Best Buy barefoot?
I
Like,
don't
I
fucking
can't
know.
understand.
How come they didn't kick him out? No shoes, no shirts, no service.
I don't know.
True.
They were waiting in
should've said,
line for
"Mother,
like a week. I don't know.
Like, you're getting fungus all over the carpet. You got to get out of here.
He was probably friggin' hunting animals to survive out there.
Yeah.
He's probably hunting people in Best Buy.
Yeah, and just drag them into the tent and eat them.
He's
He
just like
survives in the
stalking the
home
vending
theater.
machine.
He set up his tent in that home theater room that nobody goes in.
Oh my god.
The Magnolia room that's just
Yeah, the
like
Magnolia
tumbleweed.
room.
Yeah. Yo, Perry, the image I just reposted it in the chat, but what you
He thought
put
it was the Magnum Rounds room.
what you put what you put earlier in the community tab with the dude eating the sandwich. Like what the fuck? That was so funny.
I don't
just
know. Do you
posted
want to read that?
he says, "Oh boy, it's gonna be a big show tonight. So big, I don't think I can fit $600 in my pants pocket. Wait, I think my pants just split. Jim Ryan, please help my $600 ass up." He says, "Ah, fart. Oh, excuse me. I had Subway for lunch. Huge $70 fart cloud. It's just a dude eating a sandwich. Did you just look up like Big Man eats a sandwich or some
Did you
shit?
find the photo?
I found that because I was looking for a thumbnail for that PNY thing, and that guy's in the thumbnail for the PNY.
Oh my god!
And I was like, well, let me make a funny post. I was like, well, this is the only picture on my desktop. What were the poll results? I totally forgot I put a poll up.
That's so funny.
Yeah, he did put a poll up.
What is it? I mean, what are the results? Let me go to the channel here.
I don't know if it
10
shows me the
votes.
results.
No, it
'cause
doesn't show the results.
You can see it, Perry. I don't think we can see it.
Oh wait, I could see it because I
Okay.
voted in it.
10 votes for the PlayStation VR. I said, which one? $549 or $599? 10% on both. And then I got Elvis from Clay Fighter throwing his hands up. And I put, nah, bro, 80%. Oh, here's the fat guy thing. Okay.
Oh boy, it's gonna be a big,
Big show. Oh, I love the help my $600 ass up. Like
But that's a perfect photo for somebody to say, "Oh boy, it's gonna be a big."
he looks so happy eating that. Like
You guys are killing me.
I told you, man. I look at something and I immediately got the parody in my head. Laughing. Ant, when are you going to play RE2 New HD?
I will probably be streaming that next week.
What the hell's RE2 New HD?
So you know the Seamless project, they Liquor Sandwich actually is the one who told me that they updated the Seamless project to 2.0. So the people that did the HD on Dolphin, they did a second one where they went back and did even more stuff to it. So it's pretty cool. They fixed bugs, they fixed stuff. Like, yeah, it's, I mean, hey, it's free. If you have Dolphin Emulator, you can check it out. But yes, I will be doing that next week, RW. So don't you worry. I just got some other videos I want to finish up this week, including the podcast and all that stuff. So stay tuned for that.
It looks good as fuck.
Oh, that's the best way to play those games. Also, the GameCube ports are already great alone on that because you can skip the fucking cutscenes. So that's cool. But yeah, Dolphin is the way to go when it comes to
GameCube is
those
awesome.
pods.
Did you
Speaking
want
of
to talk
that,
about your stuff?
yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say, yeah, I got the GameCube and the Switcheroonie back. I didn't really get a chance to check out the GameCube yet. I did check out the Switch though. And yeah, it's great to have a Pico boot in the GameCube as well. So now I'm kind of updated on all that stuff. But yeah, thanks Perry for dealing with that I have to order. That I do gotta get.
Oh, shit.
It's
gotta
very,
get the
very
Prism.
nice.
But,
Very nice.
You got it too, Frank. What have you guys been playing on these cubes?
Pokemon Coliseum. I've been playing Star Fox Adventure. Dude, it's so nice to just have it like ready to
I
go.
haven't had a chance to like sit down and play something, but I want to probably tomorrow. I'll be able to actually like sit back and play it for a few hours. And yeah, I'm really like stoked to not only be able to play games that I never got a chance to play, or maybe I played at a friend's house or whatever, but the fact that we can just turn it on and fire it up and it's done. That's super convenient. And it's also great when you have like, you know, company over. If you want like to play a 4-player game, you can easily just like in and out of whatever. And
It's
you know,
a jukebox.
it's a jukebox. And
You don't
the
need
fact that
anything crazy.
right. No, I was saying it's my old GameCube, you know what I mean? So it's really cool that like I have this my old GameCube from back in the day that still works, and now it plays the stuff, and I don't gotta pull off, the discs off the shelf, to play Resident Evil. I can just rip them or they're already on there, really. So,
Yeah,
but
your laser is kind of weak because it wouldn't rip Rocky. So I said, you know what, man, just leave it alone. You're good. Pretty much 90% of the game, 99% of the games you gave me the list for are on there.
right. It's just those little other ones.
There's like 3 games, and I'll direct you to what you got to do.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's probably easier than doing the other thing. So, you know what I mean, for the Switch. So
Okay, Code Veronica remake is not happening.
well, they just said though in an article that it is possible. They're talking about it, but it's not on the table right now, and they're only saying that because RE4 isn't out yet.
I think they're saying that so
RE9's
people
not
shut
out
up
yet.
already. I
Right.
think they're tired of hearing about it.
But they
I
did
want-
acknowledge it for the first time in years, and that's actually a pretty big step. And just
I
acknowledging
want
it.
Dino Crisis remake.
Yes, me too.
Or Resident Evil 1 remake again. In the RE engine. Because you know how crazy that would be?
Oh yeah.
It'd be fucking nuts. I know people are like, but we already got a remake. Yeah, 20 years ago. Give me another one. I like the first game. I'll take the remakes all day long. If they remake Resident Evil 2 in 10 more years, I'll take it. Like, I'm good. You can't go wrong with the classics. Unless you give them, like, Tomb Raider 1 controls, then we're really fucked.
I mean, look, I was saying it's cool that they were talking about it. And, we knew from the article. The article actually dropped the same day as the showcase. So a couple weeks ago when they said the producer from RE4, they asked him about it, and he says, oh, we've talked about it, but they're basically just like, we're just focused on the next scheme of games, being 4 and 9. So we'll see.
We don't need 5 and 6 remake. Just
here's the thing.
Don't worry about it. What?
Some people, I know originally they wanted to put an actual number sequel on Code Veronica, and I know that it is a hefty game. It is a fantastic game. It's one of those Resident Evil games that I've learned to love through the last 12 years doing the channel. In terms of just like playing it over again, like I played it back in the day. Played it when it came out, really liked it, but it was always hard. It was challenging. So I still suck at it to this day, but I've appreciated it more throughout the years, and I've liked it more and more. And so I get why the cult following is here, but Capcom looks at it as, look, when it came out, it didn't make money. It didn't sell. And that's all they're looking at. So they're focusing on what does sell. And the remakes that they're focusing on now are selling very well. Even their main games are selling well. So if there's a time to bring back Code Veronica, yes, it's when the momentum is at a full, all-time high. But like Perry said, I would still like to see RE1 remake again. I would still like to see, 5 remade. I would like to see Code Veronica. I don't care what they do, as long as they know that, as long as they also just realize that if they just channel the energy from the remakes into the mainline series, like a 9 or a 10, then that's what they have to do. If they just kind of channel that. And I'm sure they have 9 already being worked on. You know what I mean? I'm sure that's probably why they're not even really thinking about Code Veronica, because they're just like, yo, this is our game plan right now, but we'll see maybe in 2 to 4 years what's going on. And,
I think 4 was the one that was the obvious remake.
Yeah.
And I think the company's like, okay, we got to go forward.
You could tell they were just building up from that. And
the 4 is going to make them the most money. 2 made them the most money, and then 4 is going to make them even more money.
And now Village made, Village is like, I think that made them a fuck ton too. So I think they're doing well on both ends of the remake and the main line, even off just the casual people that play Village. So I think they're going to do that. And I think they'll have some kind of, announcement when they do the big rollout with the remakes. But I think where they go next, a lot of people, will say, okay, do you just go right on to 5? Do you do 1? I would say go back and maybe
1.
do 1. Yeah. And then figure out where you want to go from there. Then you can do Code Veronica and then maybe do 5 later, whatever they're going to do. But they're going this far to do this many. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Making money. But they're going to keep doing them.
But yeah, so that's another thing that I talk about in the upcoming show that I recorded. I
wouldn't expect Code Veronica, man, because it's just there's too much shit to that game. It was a good game. I enjoyed it. I never had an issue with that game ever. But it's one of those games where does it really need one?
That's what people said about 4. But then a lot of people said that about 4 and then said Code Veronica needs one. So you can never.
Here's the thing
win.
with 4. You can't even go back and play 4. It's so fucking outdated. It's outdated because 5, like, streamlined everything. Whatever. Lined, whatever. 5 was so far from 4. And it was like kind of right there, but they just refined it. They refined the controls. They got everything down with 5. And then with 6, they just fucking blew up and changed everything all over again. But 4 is just fucking so dated and played out. It needs a remake. The problem with 4 was everyone threw their hands and was like, again? Because they ported 4 on every fucking platform ever made.
Yeah.
But they did that with Resident Evil 2. But it was definitely welcome. Everyone wanted to remake it too. Didn't need one. It still holds up on the PlayStation and all the other platforms.
There is a sketch I just saw today where it's called Resident Evil 4 is coming out again, and it's like it goes through every single year, and every single time it comes out, the times change. Like their fashion changes, the years go by, different people. It's like, oh, it's being released again. Oh, it's being released again. Oh, it's being released again.
3GS. I paid $5 for it, or $10, or whatever the hell. Maybe it was $15. I don't remember.
I still enjoy playing 4. I mean, it definitely is dated when you play the remakes for sure.
It's only dated now because I'm so used to the new control scheme
and how smooth it is. Yeah, it's just like they really got it.
4 is very clunky. It's when they put it on GameCube, when it debuted on GameCube, it was refined from the old games. I was like, wow, this is great. They actually got it to work with the GameCube controller. Now you go back and you're like, what am I doing? Like, how am I playing this game? Like, you're so thrown off because it's been so long. So for them to go back, and I saw that your video went up today with Krauser. Now I got to deal with this guy again, Chicken Man.
Yes. So people that played, big time press people, like the big websites,
press
like
people.
that. The big titty press people, like Ignorance Without IGN, all those people. They got it. They got a hands-on 20-minute demo. They got to play it, right?
Oh, the people that gave Call of Duty a 6.
Yes.
Everyone's giving it like 10 out of 10s, and they gave it a 6 because they thought
they didn't pay them.
They thought
that pony up the cash.
They thought people were going to follow them.
Yeah,
and nobody did, and they were like, "Oh."
But it was like they got a 20-minute demo. And the first thing they saw is that, the intro of RE4 is still very similar, where it's like, 1998, 6 years have passed, this and that. But you see him actually training with someone with, blonde hair and a beret, which is Krauser. And you see it for a split second, and then it cuts away. So whether or not, and then it kind of goes into Leon being forced into working for the government agent, being a government agent. And that's because of what he knew with the Raccoon City incident. They probably were like, hey, by the way, you probably don't have a choice in this, so just come with us. And so I think it kind of goes a little bit more. But yes, Chicken Wingman is back, and whether or not he'll look like that, I don't know, but he will return. And I think Capcom is just trying to keep him under wraps. You know what I mean? So
I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't know this was a feature.
Oh, you can ask shit? What the fuck?
There's a Q&A button now.
What?
I don't know how this is working.
That. But I can ask you something. So I can send a question back to you. Okay. That's what it's saying.
This is so stupid. I was going to do a poll and then I saw Q&A. I was like, what's Q&A? I know what it is, but why is that a feature on here?
Why is that an option? I didn't even fucking know that. Well, they did just update YouTube with like the whole look and everything. You realize
I got like 75,000 emails about I could change my handle.
Yes.
They
don't you know,
me
Perry?
Like 10 times on each email.
Also, guys, when you open the mobile app, don't you know you can zoom in now on the videos? because that message pops up every time I fucking open my app. Not even kidding. It's like, oh, new app. By the way, you can zoom in on your videos now. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, did you guys get that or no?
I didn't even know it was
You
a
didn't
thing.
get that? Yeah, the
didn't
whole
get it.
app is
Maybe because I don't
updated
have
now.
premium.
Maybe, but
Maybe
like,
it's a
I don't know.
premium thing.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
How
But you
can-
guys see how the thumbnails look different, right? On the phone, like they're like
Yeah,
they're
my app
different.
got
They're like
updated.
rounded. They're rounded now. They're not. They don't have like the edge corners.
So can I zoom in on us?
I think for if you do it on mobile, you can.
How does this
Oh,
Q&A
okay.
thing
That's-
even work? Can people
And they have
in the chat
they have
answer?
they have ambient mode too. So like for example, if I turn on ambient mode when I'm watching a video, if you're so like this channel's theme's purple, it will make the background like when I'm watching it, it'll make it all purple. It's called ambient mode. But I turned it off because I just like to have the the dark mode on all the time. But yeah, ambient mode is another feature where like it will just color code your page to whatever video or channel you're watching. Useless update number, whatever. But it's there.
Let me view the questions. How does this work? Does the chat room see this?
So
We
okay,
just
so
see a
what I see
question.
on my end, Perry, is I see the question and then under it, it says ask something, and I click it, and then it makes me ask a question. So it's like I'm asking a question in response to you. Like I'm confused.
There isn't any options to answer.
Mine just has an option to ask a question, or send a question to
Just
you.
send something. Let's just see how it
I
plays
did.
out. I don't see
Did it-
anything popping up. Maybe this feature's just not like working. Questions. Oh, I see at the bottom. Okay. Okay, so Liquor Sandwich says yes, she should. Yes, Leon should do that. Well, there you go.
Oh, okay. We can't see the answers though.
Yeah, that's so
Well,
weird.
Well, Damian Poe is able to answer. All right, I'm going to end this. Let's do
That's such a
poll.
weird feature.
Yeah, polls is better. Give us a good one.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Waiting for that poll. The North Pole, the South Pole.
Oh, there you go. I don't know what that is.
Should Oh my god.
Listen, I'm going to be R-rated on here. I don't care. It's
Who
just to have
cares? Do
fun,
it.
guys. It's
Yeah.
just stupid shit. Everyone vote before Anthony gets back. Hurry, 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 hurry. Come on. Come on.
Did you know that while I have you here, Call of Duty added a tinnitus setting for people who have tinnitus?
I think you told me something like that when you were reading. Richard,
Isn't
what
that
is going
interesting?
on, brother? He's in the chat room. Anthony will run a potato to run HDRA2.
Will a potato?
Series S joke.
Oh. What's up, Richard?
Dude, did you
Potato.
watch those Sally Jesse Raphaels? Dude, you
Oh,
put,
yeah.
you put Duke Nukem in it. You don't leave me much of a choice. It's Jesus.
That was like super nostalgic, man. I remember being a little kid on the floor, like playing, and she was on TV.
Sally Jesse Raphael? Isn't that the name of the Ninja Turtles?
Dude,
That name
I thought
sounds
she,
like 3 Ninja Turtles.
I thought she was so old when I was like a little kid, and now that I'm watching, I'm like, I guess she wasn't.
Yo,
that
let me
old.
tell you something. They should have done like a telethon show or just a big like 3-hour special with Sally Jesse, Donahue, Ricky Lake, Jenny Jones, Montel Williams.
Yep.
Because you know what would have happened. Donahue would have just fucking big leagued everybody and talked over everybody.
Well, didn't he go off the air like early, like real, like he wasn't on that much longer. No, I don't
Yeah,
remember
but
him
then
that
he had
much.
like a show on like MSNBC for like 10 years.
I just saw a thing because I watched.
He was always the same age. That guy was
Oh,
always
yeah.
68 years old.
It was funny because
He was 68 years old for 30 years.
Well, I forgot about him, and then I watched a documentary
He's
about
still
Barney
alive.
the dinosaur. What, really?
He's still around.
But they had this documentary about Barney, and they showed the clip.
I have to watch that. Yeah.
It was good. It was pretty good, but they showed the clip where they had the guy from the I Hate Barney Club on the show, and I was like, wait, I remember this guy. Like it was like a memory I forgot. How he's got to be like
Live commentary
90,
in the
man.
Northman? What is that? Is that a movie?
Oh, I gotta see how old he is.
Donahue.
86.
Yo. So I'm going to tell you something. They had the WWF on Donahue.
Yeah.
And it was about Pat Patterson molesting the Ring Boys.
Oh, no.
And Vince McMahon's there on the stage with Donahue. And Randy Orton's uncle, who just passed away recently,
Yeah.
was like, yeah, Pat Patterson touched my penis and everything, right? And then some lady stands up and goes, but isn't wrestling fixed?
Oh my God.
They're talking about
She
molesting each other, and this lady's like, isn't wrestling
It was a
fixed?
storyline that he was touching them. It says the show went on from.
And Donahue's like, oh, lady, there's a casting couch going on backstage in the Wrestling Federation.
Oh my God.
Yo, type in Donahue WWF 1992 on YouTube.
But it says it went on from 1970 to 1996. He was on TV for like 30 years, almost.
And then he was on NBC after that for another
That's
like 20
crazy.
years. And he was the same age. You couldn't get rid of the guy.
Wait, what is this? Fainting hoax? What?
Yeah, it's a movie. Your reaction will be gold. I'll have to check that out. The Northman. Is that a horror movie or a comedy or drama?
Oh,
action?
I thought I saw a thing about that. Haven't seen the movie, but I'm aware of it.
Good old Donahue.
Yeah, man, those shows. I would pay so much money for like every episode. Like
They're
every
on
episode of
YouTube,
Maury.
man. That's yo.
There's a lot of them, but
YouTube has all these shows from back in the day. It's basically our retirement.
I know, right?
Like when we retire, like we're just gonna pop up those YouTube channels and just watch them all.
Well, Nosy had that.
Nosy has the rights.
The full one that I sent you. They have like a website, and they have more episodes that they don't have on YouTube on there too. If you ever
It's a
wanna watch 'em.
Viking movie with a lot of strange scenes. All right, we'll have to get together on Discord and just watch the movie. We'll have to have like a Discord viewing party or something. Maybe we could do it for patrons or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And members of the channel. They can jump in and we can all watch it. When I get better, we'll see the schedule. We'll see what's going on.
Yeah. I was just watching Nightmare 3 before we got on. Trying to watch through all those.
Robert Englewood.
But yeah, they need to give me like all the episodes of these shows somewhere. Like just give me every single episode of Maury, Jerry Springer.
I can't find that Maury episode with the mother's doing the suck it, the DX thing.
I want to see that.
I'm looking
That's
for
like
it.
an urban legend at this point.
I saw that shit.
Yeah, I'm
It
sure
was
it
about
happened,
bad
but-
kids. And the mother goes, he goes, suck me, Maury, suck me. And she stands up and does the fucking DX chop.
I have to see that. I have to see it.
It was a little fat kid.
I'll watch them on Nosy because they have ones that aren't on YouTube. I'll see.
Well, if you find
it.
them, let me know.
Yeah, obviously.
Eli is like looking for that.
Yeah, it's like a dream.
He'll find Godzilla before he finds that episode.
Oh man.
You are not a fucking idiot. Woo! 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 Frank, I just watched Nightmare 4.
Oh, I'll watch that one
Crisco!
next.
Freddy's back! Freddy's back! He doesn't say Kristen. He says Crisco!
He's like the best character.
So listen. Jesus watched Nightmare on Elm Street 4 the other day, and he said that Kincaid screaming doesn't even sound like Kincaid. Do you think they got someone else to start screaming into a microphone?
It sounds like him, but I don't know.
Why does it zoom into outer space?
It's such a weird transition.
And it has that like music. It zooms out and it
like,
goes, and it's like, what?
He was doing that wacky directing shit. You know, he was trying to be all hip
That was
and
Rennie
cool.
Harlan.
Rennie. Yeah. He was
Rennie
like in the documentary. He's like, I was broke.
Harlem.
He's like, I couldn't eat. He's like, I couldn't afford a meal. And
Dude,
then when I went into the office,
funny.
he's like, he threw me a bar of soap or something like that.
Dude.
He said something. He's like, take a shower.
He said Bob Shea was so like racist against him. He's like, I was Finnish, and I knew Bob Shea. He did not like me.
Yeah.
Like, he just flat out saying he did not like the Finnish.
And then he told him to like go get a shower because when he hired him, you know, he kept coming and showing up, I guess, like at his office, and he was just smelling like, you know, whatever. And he's like, dude, go get a shower. Like, I'll hire you. Just get this movie done. We need this shit by fucking November.
Isn't that funny though? This guy hated him, and then the movie came out, and he's like, I love you, man.
Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, you made the MTV Nightmare, didn't you? It's like, yes, you did.
Yeah, those weren't my photos. Just so you know.
No, Google takes like customer photos.
Yeah, that was somebody who was in there. Yeah. Looking forward to reactions when we get around to it. Yeah, we'll check it out. Oh. So God of War is being sold. They actually sent God of War. Some guy ordered a Modern Warfare 2 bundle for PS5, and they overnighted him a God of War bundle.
Yep. And the disc is clearly out there too.
The guy is pissed off because he's like, "Fuck, I want to play Modern Warfare 2 right now." And by the way, the God of War comes with the code in the bundle. There's no disc in the bundle. I like how that was when Xbox was giving you codes in 2014. People were pissed off. So they started giving you physical, and then Sony just transferred over the codes, and everyone's like, oh yeah, Sony's okay. Then Xbox is like throwing their hands up like, look, we can't make anybody happy. Then they start putting codes in, and people hate Xbox again.
Yeah, it's stupid. Like, you know, again, I think a lot of times, like with these collector's editions, and kind of like what you said about, you know, limited run in the future, that's obviously going to be where
my fucking nipples.
Yes, well, that's where you're going to be. You know, getting collector's editions years from now, if you want, you know, the physical copies.
I think it's connected. Oh,
limited
run. Oh. Give me that owl. Oh. Fucking Killzone Shadow fail.
Oops, my owl.
Yeah.
Fuck PlayStation.
Use the touchpad, Frank. Use it.
Fucking crappy
Yeah, okay.
games. Can I have a shooting game that doesn't have an owl?
No.
I mean, what is this? Zelda? I got the fairy following me? Listen, look, don't go here. Don't do this. Don't do that. Oh man, it's a shooter. I can't get down to the ground. What will I ever do? Oh, call the owl. Okay. Do you know Kratos has a grappling hook?
Oh. They had to do it.
Aloy had one in Horizon 2 that nobody played.
Yeah.
Everyone's ripping off the Chief.
Don't worry, no one's gonna play what's it called? Horizon Mountain
King of the Mountain.
King of the Mountain. No one's gonna play that one either.
Horizon King of the Hill. Damn it, Barbara, don't use that fucking grappling hook. I forgot what it was. I was gonna say hang glider.
Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
So we get to see how Neil Druckmann runs Last of Us into the ground when the series comes out.
You know, I don't understand the casting on that one. Can you at least cast people that look like the cast?
I don't know. But it comes out on January 15th on HBO. I will be downloading it and checking it out. And
you know what's going to happen,
VPN.
man. It's HBO WB. You know Batman's going to break in your house and beat the shit out of you.
But what I'll do is I'll show him I have the steelbook, and then I'll be all right.
It's not going to work this time.
He just
The
punches
director
through
didn't
the
get
steelbook.
paid. He didn't get paid, and he just throws me through the shelf.
You look
The
out your
lighting
window.
guy, then he
The
throws
lighting
you through the
guy's
window.
panhandling outside your
Yeah.
house. Please, it's cold out here.
The grip. The script supervisor. He just starts like throwing me around.
Hello, this is Neil Druckmann. I'm going to go to Anthony's house today.
Oh, you did not like Last of Us Part 2, but wait till you get Part 3, where Ellie has 2 fingers.
Well, no. We're going to get the Last of Us 2 remake, which they add dually sense support.
Oh yeah, they're gonna do that.
God,
they're
no.
gonna charge $75 for that.
So now when the sex scenes play, you can actually feel what's going on with the controller.
With every thump, you got the DualSense 5.
Dude, what are they doing with games, man? The game was about zombies, and the fucking second game was like a Netflix, like
I'm gonna go back to it and play it a second time
a Netflix like movie or something.
because I really want to like try to understand.
Don't do that. Wait till the remake comes out.
Well, that's true. I mean, by the time I get around to it, yeah, the remake will probably
$70
be out
remake
anyway.
with dually sense support. By the way, they're saying God of War. They couldn't utilize the full power of the PS5 because it's being held back by the PS4 version.
What a
Right.
surprise.
So it's just like, dude, like, what are you guys doing? You were the guys that said it was time for generations. Now you're saying, oh, no, we can't.
We're extending the PS4 gen because why? Like, no.
People are posting the article. God of War Ragnarok built from the ground up for PS5. Lol. And it's like
But
totally
again,
not.
people will believe it. Like, they'll just read that and they'll say, yeah, it was built for the PS5, motherfucker. What do you know? And it's like, no, actually, it's the exact opposite.
So basically, God of War 2018, the PlayStation 5 patch for that game, that's basically what this is. It's the same shit. You're getting the patch version of the 4. But whatever. I mean, I to be honest with you, I really don't care. As long as the game fucking plays.
Yeah, as long as it's stable frame rate and it's good.
Is
Well,
this
it's
out
all-
on the jailbreak? Or no? Believe it or
It
not.
should be any day now. I'm
Any
waiting.
minute.
Any minute. Yeah, you're right. Don't laugh.
Or like, because we're
I was
like,
gonna
what,
say, can
5
we
days
speak it
away
into
from launch?
existence? Yeah.
It's probably gonna happen.
Oh, they just
Pokemon 2 is like right there.
They just
like,
added
it's gonna
a couple of games here, but it's not God of War. I'm telling you. Yeah, that game's gonna definitely get put out early. The thing is, I can't stream it because I'm gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
So.
You could tell us how it is.
When does it come out?
Next week.
Next week, so it should be
Or
out.
11th.
It might get put out this weekend, depending on who's got it.
It probably will.
Probably get put out. Who the hell knows? I don't know.
And then tomorrow is exactly 2 weeks till Pokemon, so that's usually when it starts leaking. So that'll come too.
Been a
Probably-
long time.
I'll let
Probably
you guys
this
know
time
how
next
that
week.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be able to actually check it out now.
Yeah.
So I just
Me
gotta update some titles on there.
Yeah, that sucks. Dude, I sent them the Switch, and then the new update came out yesterday.
For the console.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, 15.1. And I'm like, dude, I just put 15 on there like 2 weeks ago, a week ago, whatever it was.
Yeah.
You're good.
Mine-
though. He's
mine
on
lasted
like,
for a
He's on like
while.
13 or whatever, or 14. Firmware 14 or whatever.
Okay.
The poll is still up. I'm going to end the poll.
And that site that you sent me, that will just update with new shit all the time, right?
Yeah.
Every few minutes.
That
there's something
thing's
else.
updated all the time. Vote now or forever hold your peace. What news do you have?
We've slowly been talking about it. Call of Duty was the biggest COD as usual. We talked about that, kind of.
Yeah,
Oh.
I have only played a couple campaign segments to help out my dad at certain, moments. And it seems pretty damn good.
Fucking game!
I have not played it though.
When you were gone, we heard him screaming. This fucking
Yeah.
game!
I said, fuck.
Yo,
Do you guys like it?
Yo, listen.
Yeah.
You know how fucking funny would it be if your dad got stuck in the game, came downstairs, and started pulling your equipment out? And, hey, motherfucker, you need to come upstairs now and help me. And he just
This is
starts
more
ripping all
important.
your equipment out of the wall and everything.
Oh man.
Pulling your shelves over.
Yeah. I'd be like, all right.
Oh, you like these shelves? And everything falls out.
You're
Now
going to
clean
beat the
all this
game on
up.
my account on the hardest difficulty.
Yes,
You're
all
not
the
gonna go to
trophies
bed
now.
till you do it. Yeah.
Platinum in 24 hours.
He throws
Yeah,
pours gasoline in the basement, and throws a match down there.
well, he might
Anthony's
do that
just
when he
looking
realizes
up.
there's a 2-year break between games, you know?
You're like Michael Myers just looking up at him through the thing burning.
Yeah,
like-
yeah. I didn't beat it on realism. I'm sorry. Do you guys like it though?
Yeah, I like the game. We got to play though. It's just I got an allergic reaction from the medicine, so I've been just knocked out. I got to finish the pills too. On top of this,
I've been tired anyway too, and now I'm getting sick, so it's fine. We have the game for like 5 years anyway, so it's not going anywhere. We'll definitely keep playing it.
oh yeah, did you hear what happened with Fable?
Oh, I did. I
No.
read something about it, and I just like didn't even.
They were
wanna-
getting help.
Yeah.
What's up?
Microsoft was getting help for Fable from oh wow, who was helping?
It was let me look. I just read this too, and I was just like
them?
disappointed.
Embracer Group had their guys. I was it Idios or something, Idios Montreal or something.
Yeah. So didn't
Yo, these games are never gonna come out.
no.
These games are so.
I
fucked.
was so disappointed when I read. I gotta find that
Yo,
article.
how fucking hard is it to just make a fucking game? What are they doing at Microsoft?
I can't believe this. So what? They're bringing in a new developer this far in? How
No,
long were they
had,
working
they
on
already
this?
had
thing?
these
No.
people working on it. And they didn't tell anybody.
It was
Playground was getting help with the Embracer company over there, the ones they just bought out. It's like, guys, this is ridiculous. Just make a fucking game already. Or just license Fable out to somebody else. Like, you know how Sega licensed out like the games of like .mu and all that? And they made like Streets of Rage 4? Just do that, man. License the shit out. Let someone else make it. Say, hey, Capcom, do you want to make what game are we talking about?
Fable.
Fable?
Fable.
Hey, Capcom, you want to make Fable?
You know what I don't understand?
They own
This
Bethesda. Say, hey,
is- exactly. They own Bethesda. Skyrim. How do you not make Fable?
Starfield. They're making Starfield, right?
But still, how do you not, dude? Like they literally make RPGs. That's their
Okay,
biggest bread and butter.
Sally Jesse Raphael. There's this lady in the audience that looks exactly like Todd Howard. I'll send you the clip. I thought that
Dude,
was
that-
Todd Howard when he was a teenager.
That clip you sent me was hilarious. That episode,
I sent you a bunch of episodes.
Todd
the
Howard.
first one you sent me. Oh,
Whatever. Which one?
Yeah.
Whatever one. I don't even remember. The poll is complete.
I can't find out who that was, but I did just read that, and it's disappointing that they just got a new somebody who wrote for Horizon Forbidden West joined the team too, like the other day.
That's fucking great.
Just get it done.
Just get this shit done. Bro,
I don't
you can hire everyone for the Expendables, but that doesn't mean it's going to be a good fucking movie.
know.
Stallone brought everybody in, and the movie sucked.
I don't think this game's gonna come out on this
I'm
console.
fucking 85 years old, but I'm still going to get the girl at the end of the movie, and she's only like 18 years old, because I think I'm 25 still. It's like, shut up.
The fourth one's coming up, Harry.
Which he didn't want to be involved in, and everyone quit. Bruce Willis told him to grow up before Bruce Willis had issues, and these guys got to the point where they're fighting with each other.
Rocky.
Hey, we're too old to do these movies. Shut up! Don't talk bad about me. Shut up.
Stop. He's got to stop making movies.
He thinks he's 25 years old. He's never gonna stop. You know what's funny? Leno used to make fun of these guys, Schwarzenegger and Stallone, saying they were gonna make movies until they were in the wheelchair, and they are.
Well, Schwarzenegger doesn't make that many movies anymore.
Yeah, he
Not
still
like-
makes movies.
I guess.
The
Come on.
Terminator, the next one, he's gonna be liquid metal, and he's gonna fuse a wheelchair.
They are
Out of
not
the liquid
making
metal.
another one. They better not make any more for like a long time.
Stop making Terminators. It's over,
Yeah.
buddy. You killed it. You slammed it into the fucking ground. There's no more. Reboot it in like 30 years when everyone dies off that even remembers the Terminator, reboot it.
Even Star Trek knows, like, yo, this is it. Like, we're gonna end it. Like, bringing these
but
guys
then
back
Star
is
Trek,
it.
they say that and then they make a new series.
They're not gonna bring back like Patrick Stewart again. He's 1,000 years
That's
old.
what you think.
I'm
They'll end
afraid.
Picard and then they'll be like, oh, we want to do something with Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, this, ugh,
I
don't
told
even
you,
know.
man. I said the minute he was coming back, all the old people would be like, hey, I'm your friend.
You know what's so
and
funny?
they all fucking leached onto him.
I just read an article that was like, this wasn't supposed to happen, like for everyone coming back, and I was like, yeah, it was. Like they all called him, like you said. I always think that now. They all called him up.
Because I told you that was going to happen.
Well, these guys are
The
just
fucking show had
lifers
nothing to
at
do with
con.
anybody else. It was just him on a farm.
Yeah,
And then as it was going on, they started calling people.
and the first 2 seasons were weak, and then the trailer for this one came out, and everyone's back, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna be good. They needed that.
Until they screwed up.
Well, we'll see about that. won't we?
Terminator's in a nursing home.
Yeah, right.
Right. Again.
It's gonna have to have subtitles for Sylvester Stallone.
Dude, at the end of the fucking Red Dead Rambo 5,
When the aliens come and get him.
he said something to the guy. He's like, "Rose, rose, rose, rose." And I'm like, what the fuck is this guy saying? Like, he speaks like a totally different language.
Yeah, because he's all screwed up and old.
The alien should have really abducted him off the horse at the end.
You had me. You had me believing that that was gonna happen.
That should have happened.
It's a very emotional.
Yo,
movie.
that's not a Rambo movie.
No.
That's like a Rocky movie when Rocky fucking goes on the wrong side of town.
It's like a Liam Neeson movie with Rocky in it.
This guy was like, he belongs in a mental institution, not fucking like, hey, I'll go to the supermarket and get milk later. I'll bring it back.
He flipped out on Dolph.
And now he's got a
Lundgren.
family and shit. Like, where'd that come from? The whole point of his character was that he was alone and he was fucked up.
I don't know.
I don't know. I have no clue.
Just always remember there's supposed to be a new Indiana Jones with Harrison Ford still in the works, so that's just as bad.
This
They gotta
guy's like
stop.
crashing his little planes and breaking his legs every 5 minutes.
He's gonna go to whip the thing and his arm's gonna break.
Didn't the door from Force Awakens break his leg?
The door pushed his leg and then he crashed the plane. He can't catch a break. He's just trying to, like, his life force is like,
He's
you
trying to
can't be in
lose
any
his
more.
legs.
He's trying to like die or get hurt, not be in these movies.
Rocky's boxing career is over, so he turns into a mass murderer. He kills a bunch of people. Hatred, we did it.
Yeah. Dude.
Adrian's not really there. It's like a figment of his imagination.
Yes, she's corrupted his mind. Her ghost. What was that Rocky 5? You can't tune a piano, but you could tune a fish. Like, fucking
What
movie.
the hell is happening?
That fucking movie was just bad. The kid, like, magically is 10 years older when he comes off the plane.
That's just such a bad time jump.
In fucking Rocky 4, the kid's like 6 years old. In Rocky 5, the kid's 13 years old.
He's like, "Oh, it's Christmas and it's over," and then I had a growth spurt.
It's Christmas and I got punched in the fucking face.
We're gonna put my son in a movie. We'll put him in a movie. Who cares about the age? Just make him, 12.
Tracks down Clubber Lang, kills Clubber Lang and Drago.
Did you guys see the trailer for Creed 3?
No.
I didn't know there was a trailer. I just knew they were making it.
Yeah.
Yo, you can't go any further with that. If Stallone's not in it.
This one's about, Creed got in trouble when he was a kid. He took the fall for the kid, or the kid took the fall for him when he was a childhood friend. So this kid went to jail. So later he gets out of jail and he sees Creed with all this shit and he's like, yeah, well, I took the fall for you. Like, you got all this, and that. And so he's like a villain character, and that's like the story.
Oh God!
So if that sounds interesting to you, then I don't know.
He's gonna box him. He's not gonna mow him down on the street. He's just gonna box.
Well, he's a boxer. Well, that's what I'm saying. Is I think he is a boxer. I'm assuming he's
how to box in jail. So now I'm gonna go up against you. That's it's gonna be.
And then I did this, and then I did that.
Dude, if he was really pissed, he'd fucking stab him on the street and be done with him. He wouldn't be fucking.
Gonna show Creed like practicing on the bag, and they're gonna show the guy practicing on his pillow in jail, like the montage. You know what's gonna happen.
That comes out March 3rd. So.
Oh man.
Like the second one, at least they had that Russian, like it was the Russian son, like you know what I mean. It made sense, like why that they at least brought them back, and it made it like you wanted to at least watch it. This one, there is no reason for me to watch this.
No, it doesn't sound interesting.
Like there's no Rocky. He's not in the hospital bed anymore.
Kills him both with a machete. He's confused. Doesn't know if he's Rocky or Rambo.
Yeah, I know, right? By the looks of that last movie.
And at the end of that movie, he gets abducted by aliens because then he's really confused.
Yeah, and then it's Jason X Part 2.
Can we get Jason versus Rocky? Or Jason versus Rambo?
Well, what happens is when he gets hit in the head, sometimes he turns into Rambo, and then he's back to Rocky. So you got to make sure
Jekyll and Hyde.
That's Stallone in real life.
Yeah.
He's the three faces of Foley
over here. And then I'm over there.
Speaking of Jason, I got a new TV show.
Yeah.
Friday 13th on Peacock, and it's gonna be
Do we really need an origin story though? Like the guy can't use the mask, and he
can use everything. So the guy that owns Sean Cunningham, apparently Sean Cunningham doesn't even own the studio that he was supposed to own. So the guy is working with Victor Miller on Sean Cunningham's behalf, because Sean Cunningham has no behalf, I guess, at some point. They can use everything.
And they realize they want to make a crap ton of money. Probably.
Well, I don't think Sean Cunningham has anything to do with it anymore.
I mean, these other guys, they've been sitting on this, not making any money.
They're going to make money now. So, yes, they can use the video I sent you guys, confirms they're using everything. It's an origin story, but they're gonna go they're gonna show the hockey mask. They're gonna do all this crazy shit.
I just didn't really want a series.
Well, you're gonna get a movie, but it has nothing to do with the series.
Yeah,
They want to gauge if the movie's worth it by doing the series.
Apparently, it's titled Crystal Lake because they cannot title it Friday the 13th legally.
They got the rights. They're good to go. I think they're just calling it Crystal Lake not to confuse anybody. But everything came out. You see, they released all the information, and then they didn't make it clear that they could or couldn't use these things until today. Today, everything came out. That they're working together and they can do whatever they want. but they are going to keep the series separate from a potential movie that they're going to make.
That's good though.
Just watch that video I sent you. That guy explains everything.
Yeah.
That came out today.
And when does this show come out?
I don't know.
They just announced it. I don't think they said that. Like, they got these producers, Brian Fuller, who produced Star Trek and Hannibal and all this shit. And then Victor Miller's the other producer. Then A24 is going to serve as the studio behind the series. And A24 does all, like, you know, most of the horror movies nowadays, like Hereditary and Midsummer and
the show's coming.
All the whacked out shit.
We'll see what happens. Hopefully, it'll be better than the other show that used to be on. The old
I don't know,
Friday
man.
13th
Like,
TV show.
this is this is the first time it's a real Friday 13th. It's not Friday 13th the series. You know,
Yeah, I
this
know.
is actual.
Hopefully
This
it's
is an
gonna be better
actual
than that.
Friday 13th series. Yeah.
They said there's going to be bodies dropping in every episode.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, the series attempt after years of like dormancy with no movie is just very weird to me. Like,
Well,
it's just
I
like if
said,
they
I
were just
think-
like, and a Nightmare on Elm Street, you know, series, we'd be like, well, what the fuck? Like, we kind of got a shitty movie years ago.
Well, I think
I
with
like-
Friday, they're trying to gauge the audience with this TV shit. Because if they see a lot of people
Series are
watching this shit,
popular. Series are
that's
popular.
what
right
I
now.
think they're trying to do. They're trying to get a following, and then they're going to show that movie, and they're going to.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you put the movie in the theater, it'll be like Jason X. It's like, okay, Jason's back, no big deal. But if you get people to follow this shit, they're like, oh wow, this show is really good. When are they going to make another movie?
So was it
and
going to
then
be
they go,
like Bates
bam.
Motel, where it's kind of like, you know, it kind of exploring the lore between Jason and his mom, like that connection, like
It's going to create a new lore, apparently, but it's not going to have anything to do with a potential new movie. It's just setting you up for them redoing this, getting this franchise going again.
back out there again. Yeah,
Yes.
They'll probably promote the hell out of it too, the show, so people.
Yeah,
they will.
I don't have Peacock, but again, it's something that I'll just check out.
New Line has the international distribution for the movies, so they're still attached.
Yeah, New Line's still all the.
And same thing with Nightmare on Elm Street. New Line still has the international distribution. So if the Cravens go with like Warner Brothers, all right, well, duh, it's still New Line. If they go with Universal, New Line still produces that movie internationally. So that's the deal.
Yeah, we'll see. I kind of wish it was a movie, but you know, I understand why
we
they're
just want
doing
it
it.
over with. And it would be the 13th film. And it's Friday 13, and we only have 12 movies. So figure that one out.
I'll take anything at this
Does the
point
reboot
just to
even
get it
count?
back.
At this point. Fucking bastards. They ruin all these movies. What else you got?
Let's see. Oh,
Series S is a potato. It's holding everything back, but the PS4 isn't. All right,
you
go
know,
ahead.
Phil Spencer said, I think he did this just for the deal, but he was like, we want Call of Duty to be like Minecraft. We want to put it on the Switch and phones and everything. Like, it's going to be a huge deal, which they could do.
I think that's
but-
true.
I have friends that really like COD Mobile.
Here's the thing. They want King.
Yeah.
And Ramy, you know, I love Ramy the Ram. He's been here forever. But this guy gets so fucking paranoid whenever Phil Spencer talks about Call of Duty. He's messaging me. What does he mean? As long as PlayStation exists. It's like, as long as PlayStation exists, there's going to be Call of Duty on it. Meaning he's
If there's
not
not a
gonna pull-
console,
He's
then-
not going to pull it off. He was like, does he mean they're going to put them out of business? And I was like, no. That's corporate speak, man.
He knows how to word his shit.
They all do. This is all corporate stuff. Like, this is why the fans need to just chill the fuck out about this stuff. Like,
Don't lose sleep over it. Like, it's not a big deal.
and let's be honest here. even if Phil Spencer comes out tomorrow and goes, "Yo, Call of Duty's only on Xbox," the system is under $200 used. Okay,
And it's readily
stop
available.
being a fucking pussy and go out and buy the fucking box and play Call of Duty, or buy the shit on PC. Like, what is with these Sony guys? I gotta go out and buy a PlayStation to play fucking Spider-Man. You don't see me going, "Oh, would they ever put it on Xbox?" No, it's on PlayStation. I'll go buy a PlayStation and play it. Or now it's on PC. I'll play it on PC. You gotta go where the games are.
Yes.
You can't be like, "Oh my god, if they take Call of Duty off, what am I gonna do?" You're gonna buy a fucking Series S and you're gonna play Call of Duty like everybody else.
Yep.
Or you're just not gonna play Call of Duty anymore because you moved on from the franchise. These PlayStation guys are a bunch of fucking pussies, dude. I'm so sick of it.
Plus, it's all speculation anyway.
Oh, where will they go? But you won't buy a $179 Series S used off Amazon, but you go out and buy a $650 fucking VR headset for one game. Come on.
Yep.
Call of Duty ain't going nowhere. All right? They want King. They want it. If they buy Activision Blizzard King, they're in the mobile market. That's where they want to be. They don't have time to build up their presence in the mobile market. And by the way, King's going to pay for the deal in like a week.
Yeah.
After them closing on the whole thing. King makes a crazy amount of money. That's where Call of Duty Mobile comes in. That's where, and from what I'm hearing, they might be doing a Game Pass just for mobile for like a couple of bucks a month. I think I heard that on a podcast somewhere. I don't remember who said
that's what Google does. Google has like a Play Pass for like $3 a month, and you can play all these games like Game Pass. So I could see Xbox.
I think it was RDX podcast. I heard that. By the way, that's it.
Yeah.
Because they know casual people pay $5 a month to have all the shit accessible.
They're already paying to have their streaming shit. You know, they're already paying $200 in fucking
paying
streaming.
$2.99 for this background. I just signed up tonight before we went live. But yeah, I mean, it's just the way that the world works. They don't care about Call of Duty.
No, it's just an extra thing.
Yeah, they'll throw it in Game Pass, but they really don't give a shit. They want to get into the mobile.
It's funny, like PlayStation's like trying to compete with the minor leagues, and Microsoft's like, no, we're going for the major leagues. Like, we're trying to compete with the big boys.
PlayStation, Jim Ryan's confusing that.
Right.
He thinks, oh, they just want Call of Duty. It's like, my man.
It's minor league stuff.
You're worried about fucking minor league shit, and they're going for the jugular.
Yep.
That's why these guys jump in the front of traffic for no reason. If he would have just said, yo, what are you planning on doing? Listen, we just want mobile. You're going to keep Call of Duty on there. Don't worry. Okay, Phil. Hangs up the phone. Instead, this guy's like, oh my God, I got to
trying to cut off the deal. I got to
warn everybody. Like, you know, in Bride of Chucky, the kids in traffic goes, whoa!
Yeah.
And then it just splatters. That's Jim Ryan jumping in the fucking street.
He's like a kid. He's like trying to get like involved. Like, you know, it's like, dude, you can't do that. And if the roles were reversed, it's like, dude,
let me tell you something.
The end of it.
If Sony bought Activision, Call of Duty would only be on PlayStation. And that would be it, brother.
Yep.
Or lock it up.
And that would be
and steal the deal.
And who's to say they wouldn't charge $100 a year? $100 a Call of Duty game.
$100 a month.
No, I was gonna say $100 a year for the game. Telling you, they would have.
You're right. You're 100% right.
And we would have never gotten that on Switch. This guy wants to throw it on Switch. He knows his money's there.
Yep.
And then he was
That's true. Like,
you know, we can't guarantee we won't raise the price. Game Pass is going up in price, but I cancel it right now. Why would I cancel it now when the price didn't go up yet?
Just in case. They're going to flick the switch. You're not going to be able to cancel it.
I'm not like you PlayStation guys canceling fucking Plus. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I think this whole thing is stupid. When the deal closes, it'll be that, and that's it. But everyone's fucking losing sleep over this shit. It's stupid.
It's not a big deal.
Just let it go. If it goes through, it goes through. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not a big deal. You're still gonna be able to buy Call of Duty and play it.
Yep.
Enjoy
You'll
what you
find a
have
way.
now. It's out right now on all the platforms. Which, by the way, the PlayStation version has extra loadouts and shit. So it's pretty much pay to win if you buy that version. What else you got? Before I interrupt you.
Spider-Man is the fastest selling Sony game on PC. Sackboy is selling barely any.
There were
So
600 players on Sackboy the other day.
it's 600 concurrent players. But hey, that's their fault. That's what we've been saying. If they would have
You don't
plopped that
launch
out right
day
when it
and
was
date,
hot,
man.
yep. Spider-Man's always going to sell. It's Spider-Man, no matter what you do. Sackboy, not many people are going to care about Sackboy. If they did it right away when people were streaming it and it was hot, then yeah. But that's the
Yeah,
problem.
does it even have crossplay? If it does, that would be good.
I
That
have
would have
no
been good
idea.
day and date, but if it doesn't even have crossplay, who knows? I have it. I just haven't loaded it yet.
Yeah. I don't know. But I just thought that was interesting that it's doing that poorly. And the only other thing I have here, my phone corrected He-Man to Heyman. So Heyman is coming to Fall Guys tomorrow.
Oh, He-Man.
Yeah. He-Man and Skeletor and all those guys are going to be in Fall Guys. So if you want to get that, you only have like a week to do it, I think. So
Yeah, I'm unfortunately have to run out and buy He-Man.
I just bought the Ghostbusters guys too. Now I got to go
Me
buy these.
too.
I'm going to check the news one more time just in case.
This Mariah Carey theme is annoying. Meme. It's
Oh,
Michael
yeah.
Myers, and then she takes off the clothes, and she's Mariah Carey.
Because it's November now. PSVR 2 is more expensive than a PS5. That's the article.
Who saw that coming, huh? Rick Ross was at AEW? What the hell was he doing there? That guy's still alive making music. Last I heard, he had a heart attack on a plane.
Oh, that's not good. Oh man, they're gonna sell the ET model from the movie.
The
That's
real one?
crazy. That's gonna be like, yeah, they said it
I
could go
got
for
the
like,
ET 4K with the lunchbox and shit.
oh, nice.
It came in the mail the other day. I didn't even take it out of the package. So I'm done ripping your TV shows. Hercules, Beetlejuice, Facts of Life. Quantum Leap is going to take a while. It's on Blu-ray.
That's fine. That's great. It's very good.
I'm looking to see if there's anything posted.
I'm checking
What
too.
happened with Nibble?
Oh, he left.
He quit, right?
Yeah, he just I don't know. He's done.
Well, I think he tried to move everything to Patreon, but I don't think he was able to get enough sponsors on there, supporters.
He'll probably come back.
I think he'll be back sooner than we think.
They gave there's like two big Pokemon leakers, and they cease and desist one of them already. So I don't know about that. Maybe it's getting harder to leak stuff out. To get in
To
trouble.
leak stuff out. It's just you leak it out and you don't fucking tell anybody you got it.
Wait, you gotta be anonymous or whatever.
Well, just put it out. Who cares?
I'm gonna check.
The problem is a lot of these people leak shit and they're like, "Oh, look what I leaked out today."
And they stream it and stuff. It's like, dude, you could data mine it, but don't start streaming it. You're gonna get in trouble.
Just keep your mouth shut.
Wario posted about Metroid. He said it first went up for pre-order in Amazon June of 2017. Another year has been added to the placeholder date. Who's still holding on to the 20% off Prime discount? Me. That's me.
That's funny as hell. You put that out?
Yeah.
Let me type
That's
in Wario.
so nuts.
Good old Wario. Wario, Luigi Wario.
I'm checking right now. I don't see too much on his.
New Godzilla game is coming out in 2023.
What? Really? I didn't see that.
It's 11/3/23 or 3/11/23. Yeah, Wario retweeted it 2 hours ago. Godzilla.
Oh, is that what that
JP
is?
game.
Nice.
Dude, that's so crazy. I can't believe that broke while we were live too. Like you literally said that. Breaking news. They got
the email.
Now there's gonna be videos on it tomorrow and shit. And
what do you say about Metroid?
Yeah, like he literally said that like as it happened. Now there's gonna be a bunch of stuff on it.
Wait, what happened?
That it got
delayed?
like, well, it's not
Yeah.
delayed, but it's not coming out in 23, so they pushed the date.
Fucking Nintendo, man.
It's definitely not making Switch, which is good.
They're gonna cancel that game.
June 2017, man. That's just nuts.
You're probably right. They're probably just gonna cancel it.
That's a bunch of
because-
nonsense right
They're
there.
gonna cancel that shit because you
Yeah.
know why? Metroid Dread did pretty good, and I think they just
They're not gonna keep losing their ass on trying to
I
make.
think they're
this
just
thing.
gonna focus on that type of game. By the way, there's a new Joe and Matt game that went up for pre-order.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
From, Hemorrhoids over there.
Yep.
$40. Are they crazy? Looks good. I'll stream that. You know, I'm getting to the point where I'm tired of paying for Switch games. They don't do dog shit.
I don't pay for them. I mean, I'm gonna Pokemon's it. Nothing else. I haven't bought any other one.
Yeah, I think it's time to wrap it up with the Switch.
Even I didn't buy Mario Rabbids. I didn't buy Bayonetta.
I bought a bunch
none
of on my OLED. I bought a bunch of games digitally. I haven't even touched half of them.
Yeah, it's like
I'm just not a big player of it anymore. Like
Me neither.
these consoles, man, they fucking suck. They really do. And I'm not the type of guy that can only own one. I have to own them all. But the PlayStation I barely fucking use, and the Switch I barely use.
I think
It's been
too.
docked.
We're getting older. We don't have much time, and then you look at the three of them, and you're like, "What are you gonna sit down and play when you have a little bit of time?"
Well, I got 3 of them, but then I got fucking like 10 of them that are hacked. I got fucking this one. I got one for the streaming, one for the TV. I don't use the one for the TV because I'm always streaming. I got the Switcher box. It doesn't even fucking work half the time. And by the way, this fucking piece of shit.
Oh yeah, you played that.
When you connect this to the Elgato, 40p. Then you do a factory reset, 720p. Then I turn it off, turn it back on, 40p again. What the fuck are you doing?
What is it?
Yeah, I
What-
joined
in
on your
that
stream
thing?
while you were dealing with that.
Yeah, I know.
bullshit.
It's embarrassing. I went live and it's fucking 40p. Blurry as shit on the TV.
So what you're saying is that thing's junk, or is it alright?
I don't know what's going on with this. And I can't find anybody else online that's having an issue with it. It just, with the Elgato, man, it just picks it up as 40p and it won't go to 720. It won't display it on the TV as 720. If I do a factory reset and then put the cable back in, it'll show up in 720.
Only with the Elgato.
Yeah.
Wow.
If I plug it directly into the TV, you're in 720. No problem.
Something it doesn't like something.
It might
in
be
there.
with OBS because when I tried it with the Elgato software, it came up with 720p, but not all the time.
That sucks.
I don't know what's going on. besides that, I think it's nice, but I don't know why it's giving me a problem with capture software.
It looked like the game selection was pretty good when you were streaming it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not the greatest. It's not the worst. It's decent. Speaking of ET, I forgot to show this last week.
Yeah, speaking spell.
Level 8. Press go to begin.
Thing is sweet, man.
Why won't this thing appear?
You gotta put it like in front of your body. Yeah. Oh.
Ah!
Yeah, we got one too. We've been playing with it.
You know, it's fascinating. That's something I had as a kid is like still relevant as an adult today.
Yeah.
'Cause nobody could spell. So.
I'm just seeing if there's any movies coming out that we missed, but it's the same crap.
What's the deal of the day?
We could check that too. I got my Christmas Vacation on 4K.
Oh,
King.
nice.
You enjoy that. Where's
Deal of the
Abbo?
day.
Where's Eddie
there's
and
a-
Abbo? I haven't seen these guys in a long time.
There's a bike on Deal of the Day. You know what's odd? I don't even see Eddie's channel.
Oh,
So I don't know.
maybe he shut his channel down or something.
Yeah, I don't know
Eddie,
what's-
if you're watching, man, let us know what's going on. I hope he's all right.
Yeah.
That's all I'm worried about.
I know, me too. I was looking to see if he updated it, ironically, to see like if he posted anything just before, but I don't even see his channel, so I don't know. I got a bike on Deal of the Day.
Take care, buddy. I'll see you later. I'll mail your stuff out tomorrow. I'll give you a tracking number when I mail it. What? What do you say, Frank?
They got a bike on Deal of the Day, and pots and pans and a vacuum.
Hey, pots and pans in a vacuum. That's what you need when you're friggin' old.
You know, this vacuum, is this the one you got? Insignia bagless? Because I need a
Yes.
new vacuum.
But
It's
you know
like
what, man?
$55.
The vacuum
What?
that my wife bought that Anthony uses all the time,
The Dyson?
that's like the best fucking
I
vacuum. I've ever
I should
in my
just
life.
get that one at some point. Yeah, maybe
It's good
like during
it's good
the
for the floors. The Insignia is good for carpets, though.
yeah. I have mostly vinyl. I have only a little
You got
carpet.
vinyl, get the one that my wife got.
Maybe for the holidays it'll go on sale. I gotta keep an eye out on it.
Yeah, it's a good one. Let's get those likes up in the chat. Come on, before we go. It helps out.
Like
It helps the channel out.
Yeah.
what you said.
So I want to thank our sponsors over at Patreon, JB Zombie 89, Abo, Hockey Fan, and Captain Catch. Thank you for being sponsors of the Game Complainers podcast.
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Appreciate it. Also want to thank everyone who super chatted tonight. Let me see if I can pull those up. I want to thank RWK88 for the super chats. I want to thank Trainwreck for the super chats. And I can't go any farther. I know Kama did a super chat. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yep.
He did a couple of super chats. Thank you for that as well.
Thank you.
And anybody else that super chatted that I can't go back and see. Isn't that beautiful that YouTube has all these features, but you can't just click on who the hell super chatted you?
Doesn't have the basic features.
You can do that after the stream ends, but I'm streaming. I'd like to give people the credit. What are you going to do? But thank you for everyone who super chatted tonight. It's much appreciated.
Yes.
Let's see what else here. You want to check the sites real quick?
Yeah.
Because you know tomorrow there's going to be news.
Probably.
Hey, what the fuck?
Nothing new here.
Oh yeah, Cliffy B says Epic didn't know what to do with Gears after 3. They ran out of ideas, he said. So I guess the coalition doesn't suck after all, right? According to the internet. They're like, the coalition sucks. No, they're doing a really good job on it. Apparently Halo, the stuff is going to be announced in at some point this month. Lego Star Wars got new Skywalker DLC.
Yeah, I don't really see anything else here. Same old. But like you said, tomorrow.
VR was a big thing today.
Yeah, that was really good that came out, so we could talk about it.
So we got Ragnarok next Wednesday or Thursday.
Let me see.
It's Wednesday. The 9th, right?
What's that?
God of War Ragnarok comes out next Wednesday. So we
Yeah, the
today.
9th.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
I'll try to play a little bit of it so we could talk about it.
Yeah, I'll be playing it that day. I guess I have to fucking buy it. Like, what am I gonna do, right? I don't want to play it. I don't want to play it on PS4.
You could buy the.
It's gonna get leaked out. I'll check it out possibly, but
You could buy the disc and then just put it in the shop.
I don't want to. I don't want the disc because then the thing makes noise, and then I hear the noise while I'm playing. Yep. But I don't want to get it digital because I'm kind of tired of this shit. And Camel once again with a $19.99 super chat. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Man. Dropping the bangers tonight, man. Thank you.
It's good. Thank you. Yeah, man, we try. I uploaded some unboxings. I know they're not doing that well. I think people just come to us for the podcast, which is fine. But I'd like to do as much as I can, so I will upload what I can. I did the little parody video.
It's funny.
You know what sucks? In the video, some guy honked the horn next door.
Oh.
And I'm just like, well, I can't reshoot the fucking video now because I just ripped this thing in half.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice it.
I didn't notice it either.
The guy had a classic car, like a classic Cadillac, like one of those gangster Cadillacs from like the 30s or 20s or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was honking the horn for that. So if anybody was wondering what horn that was, and it wasn't for me, it was for next door. He was showing off. Yeah, just honk while this guy's filming a fucking video.
Is there any naked chicks around? Look at me, I'm honking the...
Well, he ruined the fucking Pornhub video. We're trying to get it on, and he's honking his horn. An OnlyFans video.
Ah.
Honk, honk. We have to reshoot this shit. Anyway, I think that's it. So once again, I want to thank all the super chatters. I want to thank the sponsors for tonight on Patreon.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And I think that's it. So catch you guys next week. Stay safe.
Yep. Have a good week.
Take care,
guys.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Catch you later. Peace.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. I'm gonna run. Check out M3 TV on YouTube. Check out Resident Evil. Let's Talk Resident Evil. Check out Nick on Twitch at the Nick Luzzy or Fuzzy Luzzy, whatever the fuck his name is. Check out Trainwreck over here on YouTube. It's VB. He's in the chat, so if you click on his thing, you should be able to find his channel. If not, he's also on Twitch at Vengeful Brick. Who else? I don't want to forget anybody. I want to thank Damian Poe as well, Liquor Sandwich, for being a member of the channel. Thank you. Appreciate it, buddy. I'm trying to think who I know I'm forgetting somebody. Oh yeah, check out Dreadpool's channel. Check out his Teespring. Check out Fred's channel, Bobo, the real Bobo Ghost. Yeah, who else? I gotta add channels to this so you guys can just click on it and check it out. But Eddie. Well, I mean, I would recommend Eddie's channel, but Eddie's channel is apparently disabled, according to Frank. So I don't know. Who else is here? I think think I'm forgetting somebody, and I just don't know what it is. Anyway, yeah. So we'll catch you guys later. Stay safe out there. Take care. And peace.